WBZW, Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more. A service of Salem Media Group.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. The State Department has released its annual human rights report and noted an increasing vigor and viciousness of abuses in places like North Korea, China, Cuba, Sudan, and Iran. It also cited Russia, Rwanda, Congo, Venezuela, Azerbaijan, Uganda, Egypt, and Vietnam for repressive steps. Secretary of State John Kerry says the human rights listed in the report aren't just American concerns.
These are universal standards of human rights that have been adopted and accepted and are agreed to by most nations in the world, and even some nations that have agreed to them but violate them.
The report condemned abuses by the Islamic State group, Boko Haram, al-Shabaab, and the Taliban in Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, and several African nations, where it said lack of governance, poor governance, or outright repression fueled radical movements. The State Department also called religious rights a subset of human rights.
Looks like you may come across the flight deck. Coming in low, bridge wing level.
That's the sound of a U.S. Navy sailor on board the USS Donald Cook as one of two Russian jets buzzed the destroyer in the Baltic Sea. The Russian Su-24 planes appeared unarmed, but on Tuesday flew what the commander of the USS Donald Cook deemed to be a simulated attack profile. The Cook's commander judged the actions unsafe and professional, but the ship took no action. For months, health officials in Brazil have assumed that the Zika virus causes abnormally small heads and other severe brain defects. Today, the heads of the Centers for Disease Control says there is no longer any doubt about the link. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 187 points, the Nasdaq rose 75. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had numerous credit cards, and I was struggling with paying them off, so I made the call.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-758-5360.
The people at Trinity are very friendly. They will do whatever you need them to do in order for you to feel better about being in a very difficult place.
If your debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-758-5360.
Lumber Liquidators' 13th annual April sale is here. It's the biggest hardwood flooring clearance event of the year. Get once-in-a-lifetime prices on top-quality North American and European laminate from 29 cents, 150 styles of pre-finished hardwood from 89 cents, 30 varieties of pre-finished bamboo from $179. Even get beautiful Bellawood, up to $2 off a square foot, plus clearance prices on vinyl plank, woodlook tile, and more at your local store. There are just too many deals to list, and special financing. Visit LumberLiquidators.com to find a store near you and get to the famous April sale
tonight. No, you aren't rising and dropping before you even get on the ride. That's just what happens when you drink at the Tower of Terror. I ate a hot dog inside of a baked potato, and yet I'm still alive. Find out how later. And my review doesn't even include the word lurv. Not that that's a word anyway. The infamous match game returns tonight, and we finally find out via streaming video if everyone actually has been cheating the whole time. I didn't butcher that. You've read WDW News Today. Now you'll listen to WDW News Tonight. Oh, you got the applause to work. Good job, Nick. Well done. Yay, yay, yay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WDW News Tonight. I'm Tom Corless, and you're still not. And that's still Nick LoCicero, and I'm not.
Howdy.
I'm somewhat great. But then,
wow.
No, you're Ashley.
Oh, I got the seal of approval from the girlfriend. All right.
That's you and Josh, who everyone loves Josh.
That's good stuff right there.
All the News Tonight correspondents, anyway. Yeah.
You always need the friend's girlfriend's seal of approval. That helps.
So we have no announcer.
No, we don't. It's all right, it happens.
Yeah.
I chase people away.
You do.
It was me. I mean, she started, first time she came to the studio. Then she was like, ooh, Not gonna do that. I have to sit there with Nick.
No.
Let me do it from home, and that still wasn't far enough away. So
now just not at all. Anyway.
Not at all.
Right.
So
well,
open casting call for a new announcer.
We'll talk about it next week. I'm not gonna deal with it tonight. I'm gonna drink some coffee. I didn't even have time to put it in my mug. But anyway.
You transferred the coffee to your mug?
I didn't. I said I didn't have time.
What mug you got today?
This is the brand new mug at Animal Kingdom. It has there's the park entrance.
I gotta.
And
there's. There we go.
Kilimanjaro Safari.
Look at that.
There's
Snazzy.
Everest.
Is Rivers of Light on there?
No.
Nighttime Safari?
Nope.
No? It's daytime?
That mug has been delayed. Anyway, let's talk about news. Plenty of news to talk about. Of course, obviously, the biggest story of the week, courtesy of us at WDWNT as usual.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so pompous. So it's no secret, obviously.
Just a little bit.
It's no secret that Hollywood Studios is pretty short on attractions right now. And just pick up a map and you'll see that. But they're also in serious need of food and beverage services right now, given the loss of many dining establishments. To better serve guests, they're going to be adding a themed bar/lounge at the Twilight Zone Tower.
Exciting stuff.
Now, before you get too excited, though, the bar is not located on the beautiful balcony, probably to save the life of someone who might fall over the balcony, possibly my ex. And it's not the infamous
fall protection.
It's not the infamous Tip Top Club from the attraction storyline either. Not going to be that, but rumor has it the bar will indeed offer Hollywood Tower Hotel themed beverages, at least to fit that 1930s theme. We don't know what they might be, but that's the rumor at least. The bar is going to be located actually at the exit of the attraction across from the Photo Pass area just before you enter the Tower Hotel gift shop. No word yet on if there will be seating, but the bar will be installed very quickly, starting immediately. Glad to see the bar needs to be installed quickly. Maybe they should just send these guys over to Animal Kingdom after they're done with this bar.
Those guys are working hard over there.
Animal Kingdom or the bar?
Well, I guess
maybe
the bar
they're at the bar. Maybe that's the problem.
They're at the bar. Maybe they shouldn't have opened all these bars up before the construction was done. You know, Jack Lindsay.
It's a small world. Was built on martinis and cigarettes in what 9 months? So
that's true.
Maybe they need to let construction workers start drinking.
Motivation.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I kept seeing people comment how bad of an idea it is to serve alcohol this close to like a thrill ride.
Yeah.
But guests might get inebriated and get sick on the ride. This ride's at Hollywood Studios. People realize that, right? You could drink in this park since 1989.
Right.
Half the people you're riding Tower with now are drunk. Like, serious. Like, that's not. I wish that was even a monologue joke. It's really not. That's a serious comment. They're probably half of them are probably have a beer or two in them. I mean, it's a park that serves alcohol.
Yeah, you think? I mean, is this going to become even more of a drinking park? I mean, if we get a cantina or something like that in Star Wars Land, right? Well, I mean, so we're getting that. I mean,
but we assume there'll be alcohol. The interesting thing is Disneyland, other than Club 33, does not serve alcohol.
Right.
Hollywood Studios serves alcohol. So will we have a Star Wars Land that serves alcohol and Disneyland won't? I find that hard to believe. But will they lift the alcohol ban at Disneyland?
You think that's more likely?
There's money to be made. I think it's very likely.
No, well, I'm just saying. You think it's more likely that they'll lift the alcohol ban at Disneyland than have one with and one without?
Absolutely. Look at Magic Kingdom. They started serving wine at Be Our Guest with no problem.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm not surprised at the lifting the alcohol ban inside Disneyland. I'm more surprised at the fact that you think that would be their choice over having one that does and one that doesn't.
Yeah, no, there's money to be made.
Okay, so it's more about that. It's not the fact that they don't want one to have it and one not.
No, it's the fact that they can make money.
Okay, yeah.
As we talk about a story where they want to put a bar in an attraction. They want to make money.
They should serve cocktails on Star Tours.
Oh, boy. Like in-flight service. Yeah, just shaking around, drinks pouring on people. Why not, right? So anyway. Haunted Mansion Tsum Tsums Going to be released at Disney Parks on April 15th. Coincidentally, also being released on April 15th, Fanboys from Their Basement. The same day. I was going to go with a Urine in Fanboy Underoos being released joke, but that seemed like a bit much, so I didn't do that. But anyway, but in all seriousness, April 15th, all those locations we told you about last month for the Pirate Zoom Zoom. You'll be able to get the Haunted Mansion series. But Disney also previewed there's a Fantasyland series this summer. These are exciting.
Yeah.
In the series, there's Mr. Toad, the hippo from It's a Small World, a carousel horse, Princess Minnie, and Maestro Mickey from PhilharMagic.
Yep.
Not in the Fantasyland series, surprisingly, the Be Our Guest pastry dish. Even smaller than the other Zoom. Nice. Like a mini Zoom. Very small. If you want early access to these Zoom Zooms, you can go to a special upcharge.
That's a joke.
True.
That's a joke.
That's
right?
a joke. Yeah,
That's
I like that you had to ask.
No, that could be perfectly. I could see a ticketed Zoom Zoom event. That is totally.
Gotta work better than the Sunday Vinylmation Day, right?
Totally.
That went well. Remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember that.
If you go to WDWNT.com, you can see both of these series. These are pretty cool. I like these.
All right. I really like the Pirates ones. That was actually the first Zoom Zoom set that I bought in full.
I actually bought the attraction ones.
Yeah.
I bought the monorail ones. I like those.
I don't really care for the Haunted Mansion ones. There's not that much character to them.
They're all that blue ghosty color, which I don't really care.
But I'll be into the Fantasyland ones.
I'm getting the hippo.
Yeah.
Sure, like the
hippo. PhilharMagic Mickey. Yeah. I could be doing that.
Princess Minnie.
So just let me know when tickets are available to that event. Should I just give you the cash you can buy my ticket for me?
Anyway, I'm going to move on. Created especially for Disney Parks is another line of merchandise you can check out at WDWNT.com. The Kingdom Couture collection was designed using luxurious fabrics and intricate details. The result is an elegant yet comfortable apparel and accessories in the first quote-unquote premium line of apparel and accessories for the Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort. So just think, everything you bought before Disney Park wasn't premium, it was just priced. I mean, really, I don't know. Castle imagery can be found throughout the line. The Kingdom Couture Spring Collection arrives in select merchandise locations in mid-April. Additional Kingdom Couture items will be introduced later this year. That means select apparel and accessories for a season may only be available for a limited period of time at Disney Parks. You know, just like Stitch's Supersonic Celebration. Limited time.
So this is like the female version of 28 in Maine.
Only probably far more expensive. I mean, that's what I expect.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they're taking it pretty seriously. I don't know. That's like nothing about it screams Disney Parks to me, but I don't know if the average guest actually cares.
Well, maybe not the average guest. I will say, I do have female friends that they're Disney fans, and they are not excited about this.
No, I think they're ugly.
Yeah, they're normally people that I know that would freak out about new awesome Disney clothing. No, not doing anything for them.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So if you're visiting Walt Disney World, you can look for the collection at World of Disney and Disney Springs Marketplace at Disneyland Resort. You'll find them at Vault 28, the Fortuosity Shop, and Elias & Co. And select items may also be found on the Disney Parks online store via the Shop Disney Parks mobile app, or you could just send your personal shopper. Get it? Because it's for rich people.
Okay, no, that's all right.
No, they all can't be winners.
No,
move on.
Nope.
Reimagined take on turn-of-the-century ice cream parlor set to open this spring at Disney's Boardwalk Inn. Ample Hills Creamery, Ample Hills, which I thought was one of the clubs on OBT originally. Come on, Ample Hills? Who named this? Ample Hills.
I need a sounder for token OBT joke of the week.
Ample? That's not an actual place. So Ample, it means a place with hills, a lot of hills.
It does. There's bumpy ice cream.
Yeah.
Rocky Road.
So anyway, it's a Brooklyn-based company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everyone knows there's a lot of hills in Brooklyn. Most of them made of garbage. But anyway, I live there, I know. A company known for their creative approach to all things ice cream will open its first location outside of New York City at Walt Disney World. And the new creamery, which creamery I believe is also a place on OBT, will be...
Poor OBT. It's such a bad rap on this show.
Man.
Trying to clean their image.
We'll be located. Never mind. We'll be located. I was going to say something, but nope. We'll be located on the boardwalk next to the ESPN Club overlooking Crescent Lake, a short walk from Epcot and a depressing post-Hollywood Studios boat ride away. There was nothing there. Well, let's go get some ice cream, Jimmy. We can think about all the things that will be open after we leave. Guests will be able to peek into the promenade-facing kitchen windows where ice cream and mix-ins will be handcrafted the old-fashioned way, with gluten. So,
good old gluten.
So, fun fact, they don't really do a whole lot of allergy-free stuff, so it's going to be interesting to watch.
Good thing Michelle's not here. She's very anti-gluten.
Is she?
Yeah.
See, Ashley actually has a peanut allergy, a nut allergy.
Mm-hmm.
But she was looking over what this company makes, and nothing they make is not. I imagine for Walt Disney World, they will probably have to come up with something.
Yeah.
But anyway. So inside, guests can sample as many flavors as they like, including signature creations such as ooey gooey butter cake, coffee toffee coffee, malty salty pretzel punch.
I don't know what the punch part is.
Cotton candy. Come here and I'll show you.
That sounds like a weird
candy.
Sexual position.
Right.
Did you
Anyway.
ever try the malty salty pretzel punch?
Can we go in there? I can't say the word douche on the air, but you're going to say that. Anyway,
got one of those
mind.
on OVT the other day.
Jeez. Anyway, now I lost my place. Cotton candy, which for some reason didn't get a fun name, and more. They're even working on a special one-of-a-kind flavor developed exclusively for Walt Disney World. The flavor of greed. I can't.
Can we...
Flavor is greed. It's the stupidest joke.
No, it's the best.
The flavor is greed. Just gotta crack ourselves up the rest of the show, folks. Don't mind us.
Speaking of crack, can we do a? Can we
do crack?
Can we do a? Can we do a WDWNT meetup at OBT, on OBT?
Under no circumstances.
So that out-of-towners can get a feel for OBT, and then they'd understand these.
I could
jokes.
give the OBT history.
That'd be amazing.
God, anyway. OBT, for those unaware, is a rather sketchy part of Orlando. With a lot of very seedy motels and other type establishments.
Adult entertainment.
Yeah, so there you go.
On every corner.
We're unaware.
Yeah.
So
it's a nice scenic route to the Florida Mall.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the Florida Mall's right there.
It is?
And theme park. Moving on before we lose the sponsorship. All right.
That's a great safe place.
Next story. Disney Legends, luminaries, and special guests will be taking fans on an incredible journey November 19th and 20th at Walt Disney World. It is another Destination D, Amazing Adventures. Since Walt Disney first brought his groundbreaking True Life adventures to the big screen, Adventure has played a pivotal role in Disney entertainment, from the Jungle Cruise to Pirates of the Caribbean to the Planet of Pandora, which will soon, be unveiled at Disney Channel.
Avatar joke of the week!
The funny thing is, it wasn't even a joke. There's 40 asterisks in this story that things are subject to change. Maybe they should have put that on the Rivers of Light page on Walt Disney World. I don't know. So anyway, this year members of D23 are invited to join the excitement, a celebration of these landmarks of the past, present, and future. The 2-day event, of course, taking place at Disney's Contemporary Resort. Presenters and panelists include Disney Legends Marty Sklar and Tony Baxter, Walt Disney Imagineers Joe Rohde, Chris Merritt, Jason Grant, Wyatt Winter, producer Don Hahn, and Walt Disney Archives director Becky Klein, plus more to be announced. Mickey's of Glendale, the famed Imagineering store, returns with a pop-up shop for event attendees, featuring a selection of Walt Disney Imagineering merchandise as well as limited edition pins, apparel, and collectibles themed to the event, and things you once loved that were replaced by Frozen. Highlights will include, here are some of the presentations, new Walt Disney World adventures from Soarin' Around the World to Rivers of Light. Get an insider's glimpse into the latest experience across the Walt Disney World Resort as Disney Imagineers provide a behind-the-scenes look at new, delayed, and upcoming entertainment. Disney's Animal Kingdom, evolving a new species of theme park, where you can explore the origins and incredible evolution of Disney's Animal Kingdom from early concepts until the 5 p.m. close. Magic Journeys, a 45-year 45 years of Walt Disney World Adventures. Celebrate the 45th anniversary of Walt Disney World with a nostalgic journey through some of Vacation Kingdom's most unique and fondly remembered adventures, horizons, and journey to imagination, as always. Because I'm not sure why they just don't say it. Look back at Walt Disney's True Life Adventures, where you can join historians on an expedition through the landmark True Life Adventure series, which earned the Disney Studio 8 Academy Awards and several animal rights violations. And the art, look it up, it actually happened. Sad. The Art and Adventures of Mark Davis, where I'm not going to make a joke, because you could discover the adventures of artist, animator, and Disney legend Mark Davis with Chris Merritt, who's authoring a book on the Disney legend. So there you go. The weekend event's going to take place in the Convention Center of the Contemporary. Tickets are going to go on sale next week, April 21st. Tickets are $190 each for Gold and Gold family members. That's $40 more than an after-hours event, for those keeping track. Tickets are also available to D23 General members for $250 a ticket. All guests receive a special gift created exclusively for the event, and attendees are guaranteed seats at all panels and presentations. A limited number of Wilderness Explorer VIP tickets also available, which includes early shopping, an exclusive event evening experience on November 18th, reserved seating for all presentations, a special gift bag, unique collectibles, and more, the more likely being caviar. I'm joking, it's just a bottle of water. Don't be ridiculous. That's what it was at the last one. Further details will be available soon, and the schedule will be coming out. But I'm excited. I know these are expensive, but compared to Expo, I always feel like I get my money's worth. I always have such a good time at Destination D. Like, it's for people like us, it's exactly what we want. We just want to sit and hear panels with people, and they talk in a tone that's very much, in most cases, catered for us. Like, they don't talk down to you, even less so than Expo panels, where it's kind of for the mass audience. I like that it's clearly put together for people like us, and I know it's expensive, but it's always worth it.
Yeah, there's a lot of places you could go to learn, about Disney history, things like that. But this is, like you said, I never really, I guess, thought about that before. But it's a much different atmosphere than the Expo, because they're talking to people who may have never heard the story before. Here, they know you have a base knowledge.
It's
probably
not being filmed for prosperity. And, it's a one-time thing, and they're really fun. But anyway.
Yeah, no, they're a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. So we're going to play some match game in a little bit, Tom, next hour.
Yes, turn a match game.
So we'll give you...
First time in video.
Yeah. Ooh, that's scary. We'll give you details on that. We'll let you know how you can get in touch with us and be a contestant. We're not taking contestants until the 10 o'clock Eastern hour, next hour. But you call us anytime, 407-774-8255 if you'd like to talk. We got some guests coming up in a little bit. And also a little bit about what we're angry about and what did Tom eat.
Hello there. I'm WDWNT's Patrick Hackett, and when I heard that Walt Disney World was charging for premium parking spaces, I was absolutely appalled. I was appalled I didn't think of it first. That's right, from the company that brought you paid DRs, we now bring you Patrick Hackett's Piggyback Service. You may be wondering, what in the world is Patrick Hackett's Piggyback Service? Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, for a simple nominal fee of $1,200, we will piggyback you anywhere you would like to go. We have a team of sturdy young men and women who are ready to piggyback guests from the biggest poo size to the smallest ant-man or woman. For $35, you could park close to the Magic Kingdom or Epcot. But for $1,200, you'll never have to stand in queue again, as our piggyback experts will take you all the way up into the ride vehicle. Heck, they may even ride with you to make sure you have your piggyback waiting for you in the exit queue as well. How does it work? Simple. People need money. I need money. You give me money, I get people to piggyback you around the park. We have a saying here at Patrick Hackett's Piggyback Service: why pay for parking when you can pay for piggybacks? That'll be $1,200. Coming soon from Patrick Hackett's Piggyback Service, Rondiana's Rickshaw.
J.P. Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these fat cat bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, gold and silver win. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. At Capital Gold Group, we offer gold and silver for direct delivery. Plus, our specialty is IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive our free gold and silver buying guide. Capital Gold Group is A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau. So call now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568. That's 800-430-7568.
Do you have enough drinking water at home or work? Or whatever life throws at you? This is Florida, and you could never have enough good, wholesome drinking water on hand for meetings, family gatherings, even Mother Nature's wrath. Be prepared with Carolina Highland Mountain Spring Water delivered directly to your home or business. Call 407-851-7144 or online at carolinabottled.water.com. There are no delivery fees, no contracts, and now take advantage of their Be Prepared delivery special in individual bottles, dispensers, and coolers. The purest water delivered to your doorstep. Guaranteed. Get started now. Call 407-851-7144, 407-851-7144, or online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refreshing taste, unrivaled purity, the healthier choice for home or office. Carolina's Highland Mountain Spring Water. Call 407-851-7144, online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refresh today.
All right, welcome back. WDW News Tonight, live, AM 1520 WBZW, and at listen.WDWNT.com. And hi.
Hey, hi.
What
what
are you doing over there?
Just a radio show. Just what are you talking about?
What were you doing during the break? Is everyone was commenting about you doing a crossword puzzle or something?
No, I was doing nothing. Just audio stuff, radio stuff. You know
radio
understand.
stuff. What? Take it out. What was it? Let me see what you're doing. Was it a crossword puzzle?
No, it was just a little something. You don't need to see it.
No, take it out. Let's see what it is.
You wanna see?
Looking at the little screen. Like, let's put you. Hold on. I can put you up on the main screen here.
Just a little doodle.
Are you coloring?
No, that's yeah.
That's not a doodle. You're coloring.
Little coloring.
Why?
You like it?
You're coloring during the commercial
break.
It?
It's good. Got a little.
You're not even coloring in the lines. How old are you?
That's really not relevant here. Really not relevant.
And I'm sorry, was one of the trees purple? Why was one tree purple?
Just because. See? Little creativity. See, you want to stifle me, Tom. I don't really conform to your pre-existing boundaries. I don't need this. I just relaxing. Does that have stickers? You need a sticker. I think that one's done. Do some different ones later. You look a little perturbed.
Oh, I'm annoyed.
Little bit angry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have access to the entire curse word library. This new console is done.
It's a damn poor find indeed. Can't think of at least two ways to spell a word.
No privacy. It's all around this place.
I don't like Sam.
I don't like James. Bad.
It was awful.
I was dead.
Get him away.
Hey, boo!
There's a little find a word. We could do that together later during the next commercial break if you'd like.
Cool. I'll come over there to your camera and people can watch us.
Find a word.
play children's games in that weird color.
Children's games? That's why you didn't give me this book earlier.
I'm really mad, so I want you to go first. I have a long rant to go on.
My madness actually is an extension of madness that I had a couple weeks ago, but I realized the extent of this mess, and maybe someone out there can actually help me with this, because I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing this. I guess what I've come to find out is, I don't know, maybe sometime last year or whatever, Disney decided to merge or do something with all their online accounts.
Oh,
Disney accounts.
You sent me such a long text about
this. Is insane. This is insanity. All right, so over the past couple weeks, I've realized that my Disney movie reward points gone. When I logged into there, I have nothing. I have no order history. I'm not a D23 member anymore. I went to renew my D23 membership. I'm not even a member according to them anymore. I can't renew. They're asking me to buy a new membership. All right. I went to make fast passes on the computer the other day, and I couldn't because it's telling me that my account's not linked. And I took my Magic Band, I took my card, which work in the park. I know they do. And I tried to link them, and they say they're already linked with another account. And I have no idea what account they're talking about, because I go online, and when I log into the app, I use my email address and my password, and I use that same email address and password to log in online, and it allows me to do it, but the accounts aren't talking to each other. I'm erased. All I have...
This sounds like a great thriller movie where you're just erased from, like, all the Disney accounts.
I don't know what they did. So my PhotoPass, I can't see my PhotoPass photos online. I can only see them on the app.
LoCicero used to exist, and then Disney had him erased.
Oh, my Disney Movie Anywhere? Oh, all my movies that I can watch anywhere? I can't now
can't watch them
anywhere. They're gone. They don't exist.
I love it.
So I don't know. I doubt there's one central place I could call that's going to fix all this. I'm probably going to have to talk to each one individually.
Bob, it's going to go all the way up to Bob Iger.
Mr. Iger.
Thanks, Shanghai, for unlinking all of Nick's accounts.
It really is. And obviously you didn't have this problem. I mean, I know you at least have a D23 membership and obviously a Disney account.
I caught it before it did it.
You knew you knew something was happening?
I saw there was another account. Like, it logged me into Disney Store one day. I was trying to buy something.
Disney Store, that's another thing. It has no record of any of my purchases.
And I saw it was an account that wasn't the usual email I use, and I switched back to the other one, and I, deleted the other one. Yeah, at this point, you're kind of in trouble, though.
Yeah, now I'm doing stuff on two different accounts. Really the most important one is I want the online Disney account that with all my tickets linked to it to talk to my app. That's the most important one. The other ones,
it's a shame because now the app works.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about this.
So seriously, if anyone out there has experienced this, I really can't be the only one. But I mean, I think only people who really use all the Disney online products would notice. And I like how everything's connected. But it also, I think, in doing that, they shifted things through. And in fact, Disney Movie Rewards, because I had a problem with one of my rewards, they then sent me an email saying, yeah, we'll replace that reward, but it looks like you have two accounts, so call it. So, all this spring from that.
In the chat, someone wrote, this is what happens when he goes sunglasses outside the line.
I'm gonna try to relax with some Find a Word.
Oh, Tom, good, because I've got something to rant about.
You tell us why you're angry.
I'm sure I'm gonna. If you couldn't find anything for Who Hates Tom Now last week, you're gonna find it this week. Jason hasn't put me up. So
is he
I present everybody. There we go. Can we talk about something, everyone? California Food and Wine Festival's the thing that's happening right now. I just happened to see on Twitter. I figure you have presentations at the Food and Wine Festival. I've seen a fair amount of presentations at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. These are usually chefs, people who have written cookbooks or something related to food.
Prominent people.
Experts.
Emerald.
Yeah.
Gidia, or whatever her name is. Gita.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, her.
So, I look on Twitter and I see there's a presentation being given by people from the Disney Food Blog. The Disney Food Blog. This is an unofficial fan site.
That it is.
About dining at Disney Park. And mind you, this is the site that brought you, I wanted to make sure I did my research this week. This is the site that brought you such riveting pieces as the worst ketchup in all of Walt Disney World. This is literally a piece about how bad a particular ketchup was at Cruise Cup, which Cruise Cup, by the way, is the most wonderful restaurant. So first of all, if I may comment, number one, Cruise Cup is attached to Yachtsman. Yachtsman is a steakhouse. A fine steakhouse. You know what you do not put on fine steak, Nick?
Ketchup.
Ding, 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 correct. But, all right, so here, hold on a minute. There's actually a comment in here. Hold on here.
Mm-hmm.
There were several problems she had with the ketchup. Problem number one, getting the ketchup out. Problem number two was the taste. There's a such thing as too much tomato. I don't even know what that means. Ketchup is literally like the only and main ingredient in many cases. Problem number three, the texture. But there's somewhere near where she says sometimes I even like it with steak.
Yes.
This is a person who supposedly is professionally reviewing food. But beyond that, there's another piece I have here.
And I will say, real quick, in Dixon's defense, Dixon is the type of ketchup.
Yeah.
According to their website, they are only served at upscale restaurants and hotels.
It is an upscale ketchup.
It is.
If you really need ketchup with your steak at Cruise Cup.
It's actually produced by Smuckers.
God knows you don't.
So you know it must be good.
With a name like Smuckers.
Has to be
a
good.
name like the Disney Food Blog. You know, never mind.
No.
So yeah, I'm sorry to be mean again, but
you are. You're being a little mean.
It's time to be mean again.
People like the Disney Food Blog.
I know people do. People need help. So there's another thing. I told someone in the community, I'm not going to single them out. There's someone else in the community that has similar feelings about the Disney Food Blog. So they sent me one of their favorite things in recent memory from the Disney Food Blog. So Disney Food Blog went to California Grill and ordered, it's called the caramelized spring onion soup. Soup is a what is it? A velvety smooth blah 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 blah. It's supposed to be served with a marinated jumbo lump crab meat, which she requested be left off. Jumbo lump crab meat, which sounds like a fairly main ingredient because, newsflash, it is the main ingredient in the piece. Garnish of spring onion oil further intensified the flavors, and a crouton topped with Gruyere cheese gave a nod to traditional French onion soup. This one was fine but not great. The flavors were there, but it just didn't capture my attention. I have an idea as to why it maybe didn't. It's missing the main ingredients. There might be a problem with the flavor. I mean, listen, she's very nice, and I have no personal problem with her. My problem is more with Disney at this point. My problem is more the fact that, number one, she knows what she's doing. This is a person who isn't really a Disney fan, and she's made a tremendous amount of money. She's a very smart businesswoman. She made a tremendous amount of money off this site. It's doing very well. In some respects, I'm actually kind of jealous. I feel like for knowing as much as we do, we should be doing better in the food department, and that's why we're starting to post more reviews and things like that. But there's a serious conflict of interest with Disney here. These are supposedly independent sites who cover you as journalists, whether it's a blog or not, whether it's printed newspaper or television or a blog, it doesn't really matter. You are posting reviews which are supposed to be people who read them. You don't negatively review anything whatsoever, and which is why Disney is allowing you on a stage in their park to come talk about things. This is insane. This is insane. And this is not me being bitter. There's no reason WDWNT should be on a media list. You know why? Because it's incredibly difficult. We break a lot of... Probably Disney would rather be quiet. But honestly, that's, I think, part of our job. That's part of what we do. And I'm okay with not getting into certain media events because we do our job. Because that's the way I am. So I'm not mad that I didn't get invited. Stop typing. You're muting me again. I'm not mad that I don't get invited to anything. I'm mad that Disney is inviting people who are supposed to be reviewing, unbiased reviewing of their product, putting them on a stage in their park during an event. That obviously means there is a bias. There is something going on here, and there's a much bigger story behind all this. It's no different than when they were in Lou Mangello's back pocket or the other things that go on in this community that probably no one necessarily wants anyone to talk about. But this is the most blatant. I've never seen Disney straightforward basically invite a fan site to present publicly at a Disney event. It's just, I don't understand the situation. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm angry about it. I'm uncomfortable with it. I think it sets a dangerous precedent, and but I think you have a duty as an independent site, if you are covering something, to be fair and critical and honest. And I feel like people aren't just to keep press credentials or get opportunities like this, and I think it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm angry about, and if people want to hate me about it, that's fantastic. I certainly have no shortage of people who already hate me, but and again, it's nothing personal against her. I think it's just she is the example because it's who it happened with. And certainly when Lou seemed to be getting preferential treatment, we talked about it. And
yeah. Well, it's a business, and they know how to work their business. They know how to do that. If that's what they want out of it, then that's what they can get out of it. I think there's a large portion of the fan base that does know better. I mean, that knows who's who.
There's honestly sites that I don't particularly care for that do a much better job. Like All Ears, I don't care for All Ears. They do a very good job. The Diz, which I don't have any good or bad feelings on either way, but I think they do a tremendous job. Obviously, Josh, who we have on all the time, does a tremendous job. I think there's so many good sources of information out there that I think you're inviting someone, what's supposed to be a presentation that's for, what's what I'm looking for, experts, or people in the field, and you're inviting people who really don't fit that in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not trying to disrespect what they do. It is a blog at the end of the day, but if you're being put in that situation, you are now being held to a higher standard, I think.
It's very different than getting press credentials. I will say that.
It's far beyond press credentials.
That next level.
Do they give press credentials to whatever? I mean, that's sort of open game, but this is I've never seen someone from an independent
fan site an endorsement
actually be endorsed and present at a Disney event. It's somewhat on the insane side. It's, again, a dangerous precedent, but I don't know. And also, like some of these reviews are just not, I don't know. They're not. Some of them are not well written, and I don't know. For Disney to endorse something, I feel like they're not even necessarily paying attention to the content so much as the tone, and they like the tone, and they're okay with it, and they want to put their stamp on that. That's fine.
It is Disneyland, so
Disneyland, I feel like even less so than Disney World puts up with that kind of stuff. So I'm even more surprised that it happened at Disneyland. Disney World, I'd be less surprised, but. Especially with the local audience there, I'm surprised. I feel like the local audience there would boo them off the stage.
Wow.
Like that, they're diehards, man. I expect far more out of the Disneyland crowd, honestly. But whatever. I'm sure Tom's the bad guy for bringing this up, but whatever. That's what I'm angry about. As always.
All right. Well, you got me a little hungry, Tom. So I kind of want to find out what you ate.
Yeah.
Okay, crackpots, let's get cooking.
Let's do this quick because I know we're running behind schedule. We have guests coming on shortly. I want to quickly talk about this. There's going to be a review on the site of it. The one thing there is a review already. I'll start with the good thing. Sweet chili glazed chicken breast nuggets, new at Oasis Canteen at Hollywood Studios. These are not as good as the buffalo ones.
All right.
But I like spice over flavor. More often than not. I like spicy things.
They look delicious.
The buffalo ones were a little spicier that they used to have at Backlot Express. These are not at Backlot Express. This is the little booth over by Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular at Hollywood Studios. They're really good. Obviously, as it says, they're sweet chili glaze, so they're sweet and spicy.
Mm-hmm.
They have almost like a Chinese-style restaurant flavor to them.
That sounds like Thai, kind of like a Thai sweet chili sauce.
Kind of. Yeah. But definitely a huge improvement over regular nuggets. I would go and order this again. And while they don't come with fries, you could read it. I have a more in-depth review.
Yeah, chips and celery.
The celery and carrots were not good. I don't know what's wrong.
All right, but this next item, come on.
So at the Grand Floridian, if you go on the right day to Gasparilla Island Grill, they have a hot dog that is served inside of, instead of a bun, it's served inside of a baked potato. A loaded baked potato.
The picture looks amazing.
It's called the Idaho dog. Yeah, I tweeted about it yesterday. The Idaho dog, it is surprisingly good. Like, it's really good. Like, you wouldn't think they'd blend so well, but I guess it's kind of just like having
it's
a meat topping on your baked potato, which really isn't an odd thing. It's just it's a hot dog.
One of the meal, like I used to, like, not always, but I mean, because I don't really eat hot dogs anymore, but like one of the meals I definitely had as a kid and growing up were like diced potatoes, like some onions and maybe some diced peppers in there, like sautéed with chopped up hot dog kind of thrown in there. And so potato and hot dog, I'm used to eating that together, and it does. So this is a no-brainer.
No, it is. It's a good meal.
No, does it actually stay together? Like
no.
Okay.
I got like 2 bites and then it fell apart and then we just ate the rest with fork and knife.
Figured.
Yeah, I mean that's
all right.
How that goes.
But you'll get those reviews, like you said, up at WDWNT.com, I guess.
Yes. You'll learn them. I don't know when to quit, do I?
No, you don't. But that's okay.
Jason's face. Because Jason put up a picture. There it is. There's the Idaho dog before we destroyed it. Jason, could you give us can we get the aftermath picture? It should be the next tweet. The one where I say the horror.
Yeah, hang on, let me get it for you.
You eat it like a hot dog or with a fork and knife, someone asked. We started eating it like a hot dog, and then very quickly it disintegrated. So, yeah. Someone in the chat said, help us, Tom.
So you can see those photos at WDWNT on Twitter. We're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we'll have a couple guests on the line. Ken and Lynn are going to stop by. They're the authors of a great book, Cleaning the Kingdom. We'll learn all about what's in that book and some interesting stories in there. And we'll hear about those when you're listening to WDW News Tonight.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. Call National Foreclosure Defense right now at 800-989-1838, 800-989-1838. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call right now. 800-989-1838, 800-989-1838. Call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now. 800-989-1838.
Hi, Bill Files here, GM of Salem Media Group Orlando. You've heard me talk about half-price tuition, a great new program we have where folks just like you can purchase tuition to the finest Christian schools in Central Florida at half price. No catch, no kidding. I want to share with you some comments from a listener who recently purchased tuition for her daughter. This listener called me, and once she found out that the program was for real, she and her husband decided to buy it. She said, before we hang up, I wanted to thank you and to share with you that my husband and I have been praying for a way to send our girl to Christian school. Your half-price tuition program has made that possible. Thank you. This is what it's all about. If you or someone you know could benefit from our half-price tuition program, I hope you'll give me a call, 407-618-1760, or visit our website, AmazingRadioDeals.com. Half-price tuition, another positive idea from Salem Media Group Orlando. Schools like the Geneva School and Altamont Christian School are available right now. Go online to AmazingRadioDeals.com.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. As always, we're running a little bit behind, so we're going to get right to
surprise.
Right
just
to
like
our
rivers
guests.
of life.
Like
We're
Shanghai. All right, I guess tonight are co-authors of the book Cleaning the Kingdom, Insider Tales of Keeping Walt's Dream Spotless. I want to welcome Lynn Barron and Ken Pellman to the show. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you? We're doing well.
Yeah, same time. It's fine. This book was pretty interesting. From taking a look at it, hearing some of the tales that you guys had to tell in these roles in this position at the park. Whoever wants to start first, how did you kind of come up with the idea that this would be a fun book to write and bring these stories to the public?
Well, Kim and I worked together at Disneyland Custodial, and we would work every day and just see different things throughout the day that were funny or just that popped out in our, that we thought about. And I said, man, we need to write this stuff down. And Ken said, oh, I'd love to do a book someday. And we each kind of quit Disneyland and, for different reasons. And a few years later, we started a podcast called The Sweet Spot, and that gave us an opportunity to talk more, and we decided let's do a book about our time working at Disneyland.
So you actually kept notes like with this in mind while you were still working there?
I sure did. I was writing down things as they happened, and just keeping a detailed journal of some of the things that I experienced. Yeah.
That's cool. Now, all right. So you talk about the basics, like cleaning the kingdom. That is this like something that's instilled in the workers there? Like, is this something that is called upon as a very important role behind the scenes that your average guest may not think of on a day-to-day basis?
Well, cleanliness is one of the foundational reasons Walt Disney built Disneyland. Everybody said, well, how is your venue going to be different from all the existing amusement parks? And he said, it's going to be clean. That's one of the differences. And so, yeah, it's very important, and it's everybody's job to keep the place clean, everybody who works there. But of course, it's the custodial people in particular. It's their job in particular to keep it clean.
Now, can you take us through some of maybe? I
was going to ask. I was going to put them on the spot and ask for some of the more
stories,
specific, insane, or crazy stories, because that's what I want to know. I want to know, like, what are some of the more ridiculous things that the average guest might not think takes place but does?
Oh goodness.
Well, I know you have the chapter disgusting things, so.
Yes, that's important for people to know, is we kind of corral all the really disgusting stuff into one chapter so that you're forewarned ahead of time. You don't have to worry that this book's going to gross you out on every page. But, there's people bring their service animals, and, there's other animals that live at the park, and there's just all kinds of stuff. Sometimes I would be going through a flower bed at night, picking up the landscape areas, making sure they're clean, and I would see something moving, and I'd be like, what is that? And I'm like, that's a really strange-looking rat. And I'm like, oh, it's a possum. I mean, just stuff like that, where it's like, I didn't know we had possums here.
Well, so what's because I know you have the your opening line in the chapter about the restrooms is interesting enough, and I want. I have to know. I mean, did you find some of this, all these things that you mentioned there? I mean, you talk about kids potty training. Cash, possibly, things like that. What were some of the more interesting things that you found walking into like a restaurant at Disneyland?
I don't know if you want to hear this, but
well, I mean, yeah, it's in the book. It's part of your story. Let us know.
Okay. Well, some of the things that we would find coming in would be people that wanted to finger paint, not with paint.
Oh, oh no!
Sorry.
That's amazing.
No, that's great. No, this you can talk on this show. We're not not just a PG show.
People would put graffiti on things, and often the graffiti was took a shorter time to wipe the graffiti off than it took for them to put it there in the first place. So it's kind of a waste of their time.
Yeah. Well, because honestly, I mean, the fact is, I mean, man, I've never had a problem using a Disney restroom. I mean, they're I feel.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I have a ton of really good Disney restroom stories. I feel like
found
most of my
stuff?
stories.
See, I don't find stuff in there.
Not like found weird thing. I mean, obviously, there's always the foreign people who don't understand closing the stall.
Well,
so
yeah.
There's always that, which I'm sure you guys cleaning the restroom saw that a number of times.
Yeah, different customs.
Yeah. I mean, that's just.
Yeah. There's different customs that people have. I was just happy sometimes they made it to the restroom.
Yeah. I was going to say, I've heard there was someone I talked to who worked at the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground who said basically on a daily basis they found fecal matter. So I'm not terribly surprised.
Well, you've got thousands of people coming through, and a lot of them are little kids who are, still in diapers or whatever, things like that. So yeah, it's all part of the job.
And I never thought about the animals. That they leave just as much of a mess with the people.
Well, there's horses on Main Street, and sometimes there's people with their service animals, and there can be animals brought in for a special event. There's a big story in the book about an event that was at Disneyland called Circus Fantasy.
Oh wow!
And elephants in a parade, and you can imagine where that's going. So, but most of the job really was just interacting with guests and helping guests, not necessarily cleaning itself, but just helping people find what they needed and answering questions.
How is the interaction with guests? Was that a fun part of the job for you?
Lynn?
Yeah, I enjoyed meeting people from all over the world. That was fun.
Now, did you try to make like that experience special for the guests? I mean, even
Did you do the water art?
Yeah, did you do something like that? Yeah, the water art's great.
The water art came after we left.
What years were you active?
I started in 1990, and I left after 15 years and 2 days. So I left in 2005. And Lynn, you joined in 1998.
Yeah, I left in 2007.
Okay.
So that was a time a lot of changed. When I hired in, it was still the original park management was in place. The old school people who had been running the place from the beginning, and then they all retired, and there was a management change. And we go into that in the book, and just how a lot of things changed. It went from being just one theme park there at Disneyland to being 2 theme parks and the hotel and becoming a resort.
And I'm sure that's real interesting going through the Pressler and Harris years. I know we've talked about
that. Oh, yeah. We definitely have our opinions about those years.
Yeah. And fecal matter comes to mind again, doesn't it? Anyway.
So what about this chapter about keeping yourself entertained while cleaning the kingdom? You mean there was some? Did you have some downtime? Did you have to what did you do? Like, was there always something to do, or was there sometimes where you're just kind of wandering around, interacting with guests or backstage?
Oh gosh, we had a lot of pranking going on. We would go. Lynn and I would both go exploring. We'd go because we were both big fans of the place and how it was put together. So we would go exploring to areas that we hadn't explored before, and whether we were supposed to or not. And if anybody asked, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I'm checking the restroom.
Yeah.
All right. We have to take a hard break right here at the top of the hour. I do have a couple more questions. I just want to also have you talk about a little bit more what's in the book and all that. So if you guys don't mind holding on for just a couple of minutes, we're talking to Lynn and Ken. They're the authors of the book Cleaning the Kingdom. We'll tell you where you get it, a little bit more about the book when we return. Also, next hour we have the match game.
First time on video.
Yeah, and if you don't mind holding a little bit, if you definitely want to secure your spot as a contestant, you can actually call us right now, 407-774-8255. It'll be a little bit of a hold, but we can get you on as a contestant for the match game when we return here on WDW News Tonight.
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. The White House is reacting to the latest incident of Russian jets flying close to a U.S. Navy vessel.
White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest says the U.S. is concerned about Russia's military actions this week in the Baltic Sea.
Any peacetime military activity must be consistent with international law and norms and conducted with due regard for the rights of other nations and the safety of other aircraft and other vessels.
The administration says Russian attack jets flew dangerously close to a U.S. Navy vessel, continuing a pattern of troubling behavior. Greg Clugston, the White House.
U.S. health officials say there's no longer any doubt that the Zika virus causes severe birth defects. Experts have been cautious about making a definitive link despite a surge of babies born with a rare birth defect in Brazil during a Zika outbreak. The virus is mainly spread by mosquitoes, but on Wednesday, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said there's enough evidence now to declare Zika the cause of a birth defect called microcephaly and other brain abnormalities. CDC officials said their advice to pregnant women won't change. Pregnant women should avoid traveling to places where the Zika virus is spreading, mostly in Latin America and the Caribbean. Senators tell State Department and UN representatives they're disgusted by reports that some UN peacekeepers are sexually abusing the very people they're supposed to protect. Tennessee Senator Bob Corker says there has to be accountability.
We as a nation will figure out some way of ensuring that the very people that are sent to protect people are not doing the dastardly, terrible things that they're doing to populations that are very vulnerable.
Sexual abuse by UN peacekeepers is said to be committed by troops from certain nations, and the number of reports are believed to be far smaller than the actual number of incidents. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 187 points, the Nasdaq rose 75, the S&P advanced 21. More on these stories at townhall.com.
You know, I'm not a genius about money. I love my credit cards, and they love me. I was using them as a source of income, and then I got behind in my payments, and creditors were calling. I figured I had a problem, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I heard about Trinity, so I called and talked to a counselor. In half an hour, we worked out a plan. Now I've got one easy monthly payment, a lower interest rate, and I'm getting out of debt.
If you're in an endless cycle of paying on credit card balances that never seem to go away, then get ready for a toll-free number that will put you on a path to financial recovery. Trinity will consolidate your accounts, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands. If your debt has you down, we should talk. Call 1-800-936-5348. That's 1-800-936-5348. Call 1-800-936-5348.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Tom, during the break, you were in here doing that little maze.
I did the maze. We didn't put it up on the main screen, but if you looked in the bottom, you could see me
doing
the little maze. It took like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you did good. Now, what I noticed in this book, Tom, I spent all day coming up with match game questions.
Yeah.
They're right here.
Do they really have match game questions?
Four across. Be courteous. Try not to blank the guest in front of you. That could have been a match game question.
Oh, that is a good one.
That's a good match game question. I might use some match game questions out of the crossword puzzle.
Good. Keep those for tiebreakers, then. We'll see.
Maybe, that's good stuff.
Maybe that's a thing. All right.
It's good
Well,
stuff.
let's get back to our guests. Let's make sure everybody knows where they can get the book and everything. But I know you have like 2 more questions.
Yeah, no problem. We have on the line with us Lynn and Ken. They're the authors of Keeping the Kingdom Clean or Cleaning the Kingdom. Excuse me, Cleaning the Kingdom.
Nick's not good with names.
I trademark thing. I get names wrong. Guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about. I actually forgot. While I think of my question, go ahead and tell us a little bit about what is in the book, because I see a lot of it is themed towards like the differences between the lands and things like that at Disneyland, and what like an overall thing. What kind of stories? What will people find in this book?
Well, it's all about our experiences there, as well as explaining how the Disneyland custodial team does what it does, because it was the untold story. We thought 60 years was long enough for the story to go untold. Everybody talks about how clean the place is. Well, how is that achieved? So we describe that, and we describe our own experiences, kind of like our own memoirs. So, it's they're going to find all kinds of stuff in there. Zany madcap adventures. We take people to the top of the Matterhorn and to the bottom of the rivers of America and everywhere in between.
I actually thought of what I was going to ask you for. You talked about exploring different parts of Disneyland. I mean, was that really a cool perk of the job? I mean, did you get as a fan of like maybe the history of Disneyland? Was it cool to be able to explore these little nooks and crannies that maybe not all the guests can get into, or did that take away a little bit?
I think it enhanced. Go ahead, Len. You were as a fan already. I thought it enhanced it. I mean, we would also get to walk through the attractions at night, just to pick up trash, and it was kind of neat to see some of the effects up close and realize that it wasn't as fancy as I realized, but it still really looks good.
Now, I have no idea if the statute of limitations is passed on this. Do you have any cool souvenirs that maybe you found?
Well, they would give us stuff all the time, of course. We would never take anything.
No. Stuff they gave you. Cool souvenirs.
Disney has a policy that even if it's in the trash, you can't take it. So even if they have thrown it away and it's going to go to the landfill, you can't take it.
And that's where Theme Park Connection comes in.
I'm not going to name names, but I know some of you ended up with one of those like Matterhorn popcorn turner things, and that is a prized possession of that because that was given to her apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a good
I think I know
one.
who you're talking about. But all right.
Good one. Yeah. So all right, now did you ever get? Was there ever a point where you were just like, and you weren't obviously allowed to probably show it on stage, but were you ever really upset? Like, was there ever a guest that you just really got upset at? Did you ever like follow a guest around because they were just like leaving trash all over the place?
Other than Paul Pressler and Cynthia Harris.
Well, there were guests who would argue with us, like we're in the middle of a cleanup for Fantasmic, and we've got a limited amount of time to clean up before the next crowd is going to descend, and they would be arguing with us, and it's like, look, dude, I'm trying to clean up this space so you don't sit in a pile of trash.
Yeah.
And that would be irritating, but mainly it was when somebody was somebody was bothering another guest. That was, because we want everybody to have a good time, and we don't want people to rain on someone else's parade.
Now, I personally have this feeling when I'm walking through the park, like I can't litter there. Like I can't. Like it's not within me. I have to throw stuff in the trash can. And I know not everybody's like this, but do you find that the atmosphere of being at Disneyland changes people a little bit and takes that litter bug out of them a little bit? I mean, I know it happens, but do you notice that, or is it just a mess and we don't notice it because you guys do such a good job?
Well, cleanliness breeds cleanliness. That was part of the philosophy, was keep it clean and people will respect it. And that was true. If things got messy, it would kind of multiply. So keep it clean. If it's clean, polish it. If it's polished, keep it that way. And that was kind of the mantra of Chuck Boyajian, who founded Disneyland Custodial, and from there, all the other Disney Park custodial departments emanate.
Okay. Well, we're quickly running out of time here, so guys, if you could please let everybody know where exactly they can pick up the book.
The best place to get it is on our website, thesweetspot.com, and you can get autographed copies, and I will mail them out as soon as I get the order. You can also get it on Amazon and Kindle and Nook.
But if you get it on Amazon, you're probably not going to get an autographed copy. So get it from thesweetspot.com, and you'll get an autographed copy.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for your time. It's a cool book, and we definitely appreciate the stories.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
So I lost Wi-Fi in here, so I am no longer on.
Yeah, I think the internet went out here, so we're gonna take care of that.
We're gonna take a quick commercial.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And we will try to figure that out. Looks like the internet might have gone out in the building or something like that, or the Wi-Fi just in general. So
we're gonna go figure that.
We'll get that sorted out. You are listening to WDW News Tonight here on 1520 WBZW and online at listen.wdwnt.com. We'll be back with the match game and much more.
Hi, Jim. Something wrong with your garage door opener?
Nothing's wrong. I'm showing off my new smart garage door opener.
A smart garage door opener?
Yeah, I can open the door with my phone, turn off the lights. It's secure and easy. Jan loves it. We have smartphones, smart TVs, everything's smart, right? Well, most things. But now I have a smart garage door opener thanks to Florida Door Solutions.
It's time to get smart with your garage door opener from Florida Door Solutions, featuring LiftMaster with built-in Wi-Fi that connects to MyQ. It works from multiple devices, plus adapts to home security cameras. You can even check your door status from work. It's the smart way to go. Florida Door Solutions handles all the top brands, from Clopay, LiftMaster, Overhead Door, and more. And they've got the reputation for doing the job right the first time, providing doors and openers to some of the biggest projects in Central Florida, like the new Orlando Fire Department.
Wow, a smart garage door.
Think smart, be smart, Danny, with Florida Door Solutions.
Call 866-FLA-DOOR or online at FLADoor.com.
Dating as a single Disney fan can be tough. No one wants you to be our guest alone. And who wants to always ride single rider? That's why we here at WDWNT made a brand new dating app just for Disney fans. It's called Fast Plus. We've had top scientists work on our algorithm. Their recipe for a perfect match is simple. If it moves and it's near you in a Disney theme park, it will show up on your feed. Rest assured that Fast Plus is working hard to pair you with your mutual attractions. Get it? Attractions. All you need to do is swipe left and right. It's so easy, even Tom Corless is a frequent user.
Frozen shirt. Left. She's wearing a Harry Potter robe. Ooh, Horizons hat. All right, that's all right. Favorite attraction is flying carpets. Left. She likes Everest in its current state. Ugh, left. I didn't know you could do that with a churro. Right indeed.
Once you've met your match, you simply rate the attraction in terms of A, B, C, D, or marriage material, E-ticket. Based on such factors as thrill, fun for the whole family, and of course, re-rideability. Ladies, Don't settle for any LaFools while looking for your Gaston. Download Fast Plus today.
Seriously? Your profile picture has a shirt with a turkey leg stain on it? Left. Bald, 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 fat, bald, fat, fat, and bald. Oh, he's at the Frozen sing-along right now. For the first time in forever, I'm swiping right.
Fastest Plus moves you to the front of the queue of the Disney dating field. Make your rainbow connection today, because everyone is someone's e-ticket.
What color is that?
Avocado green.
The entire kitchen is avocado green.
I know.
My grandmother's kitchen was avocado green.
I know.
I hated that kitchen.
I know.
What about the bath? Is it avocado green as well?
Nope, it's canary yellow.
Does your kitchen or bathroom need a makeover? Hi, this is Mick Dolan. When you're remodeling your kitchen and bath, you need it done on time and on budget. One-to-One Kitchen and Bath can help from start to finish. Not sure what style and look you'd like? One-to-One Kitchen and Bath offers free design service, so you can see a 3D model before you buy. Just need cabinets, countertops, and flooring? Then One-to-One Kitchen and Bath has you covered. Always on time with the highest quality products and their low price guarantee. One-to-One Kitchen and Bath, 1781 Fairbanks Avenue, Winter Park. Online at the number 121cabinets.com or call 407-622-2062. One-to-One Kitchen and Bath, 121cabinets.com.
And we're back on WDW News Tonight. It's hour number 2. Nick, are we still waiting on callers? Is that a thing?
No, we actually have two contestants, but with all that fury, I think we're good.
For those unaware, what just happened, we lost Wi-Fi in the building, which is how I was connected. But we're back now. Nick is not going to have a webcam, at least for a little bit, if not the rest of the show. We'll see how that goes.
What happens? What is that?
We'll have a match game regardless, because you'll see all those beautiful people.
I don't know.
We're beautiful, very loosely. Beautiful people down at the bottom are going to be joining us as well. But before we get to that, I want to do some quick housekeeping for next week. Those of you out in the chat, we decided to make things a little more interactive next week. We don't really know what we're doing next week, so you can help decide. Oh, look at Dipper. That's cool. Anyway, you can decide on stuff for next week. So we need to know, I want to make next week's show kind of Animal Kingdom related. It's Earth Day week or Earth Week or something marketable of that nature. So next week you can decide on a Animal Kingdom discussion, a Animal Kingdom related flashback to the future you'd like to hear, and Nick and I are going to come up with some sort of Animal Kingdom related game for next week. No pressure, Nick. But those of you in the chat, if you have ideas, pitch them right now. A Animal Kingdom related discussion and an Animal Kingdom perhaps related flashback to the future for next week while Nick is preparing the match game. We'll take your suggestions now. Chris is pretending he's a rabbit. Jason's actually on the set for match game somehow. That or it's the Confederate flag. I don't know. Jason and I are going to fight at some point, apparently.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I can't hear them.
You can't hear
or
us?
Anybody. My sound is out. That's cool.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Nick, I can't hear anybody.
Sorry, I forgot our contestants' names.
Yeah, I can't hear anybody in there.
You should be able to now. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Nick.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I couldn't hear anybody. What were you saying, Jason? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying that, no, this is not the Confederate flag.
Okay, it's the match game. It's a poorly, like you can see, look at the top. There's like a seam where the person just decided, like, I'm not remaking another episode.
It's the only thing I could find.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Right. I totally thought that was the Confederate
Your
flag.
Your double Confederate flag will fly this week. Anyway, the show. Beastly Kingdom flashback next week? All right, fine. We get it. Flashback on Beastly Kingdom next week. Did we get a good one for the discussion next week? I don't know if we did.
By the way, Tom,
thing on Avatar next week.
While you're looking into the chat, I want to let people know that WDW News Tonight is brought to you by Magical Travel. Magical Travel is an authorized Disney vacation planner and is always ready to assist you in making your next trip to Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, or aboard the Disney Cruise Line even more magical. Right now, you can awaken summer and save up to 30% on rooms at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels for stays most nights, June 12th through August 25th, 2016, when you book by June 10th, 2016. And you get the exclusive Awaken Summer BB-8 graphic magic band. If you get multiples, you give them to Tom and I when you upgrade to a room and a theme park package. For more information on this special offer and many more, visit magicaltravel.com and book your next Disney trip today.
There you go. So, yeah, we'll do flashback on Beastly Kingdom. We'll take a look at that project next week. Spend a little time on that. No one had an idea for a discussion. How about illustrious panel? What do you want to talk about next week? Do you have any ideas? Anyone want to pitch anything? No? No one has any ideas. Great. Or I can't hear Jason again, probably.
We'll come up with something.
Let's talk about the wage gender gap. How about that?
Oh. What?
No.
Animal Kingdom related.
You ready?
How about poop brownies?
We could.
Remember when we did the taxes for this year?
Yes.
Justin poop brownies. Do you remember that, Jason? Anyway.
Yes.
All right, we still need someone for the second game. We got 2 contestants for the first game, but if you want to be in the second game, you can call us 407-774-8255. And without further ado,
it's time to match the stars on the big money star-studded WDWNT The Match Game. First ever video edition. I'm sure this will go great. Hopefully everybody has paper and a pen. Oh, Chris is ready. Connor, you're still muted, by the way.
I've got paper and a Sharpie.
How muted is he?
Oh, very muted.
Actually, we don't really care that he's muted because he's got paper and a pen.
Okay. So let me introduce the stars down there. We got Crystal Straps. Hey, hello, there you go. Connor Perzicki's down there. All the old DLNT people came out today. There's Connor. David Smith.
Hey, everybody.
He wrote his name. Jason Diffendahl, who's got the double Confederate flag. And Patrick Hackett, who's we can't hear.
Yay, we can't hear him.
No one can hear you, Patrick.
No one can hear Patrick.
And there was much rejoicing.
This is going.
As long as Patrick's got a pen and paper, that's all we need.
This is going so well already.
I feel like my camera's going backwards, isn't it? I can't...
No, I think that's right, Connor.
What?
That looks good.
Oh, my screen's on. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, it'll be backwards to you, but it's apparently the correct way for everybody else.
Oh, Mac.
It helps that
it's
you're
not
dyslexic.
Mac, it's this Google Hangout thing. Always fun. Nick, are we ready? Are we ready to play this
female
game?
representation tonight. Yay.
Yeah. As usual. Well, Nick made the only female quit already, so that's where we are in this.
Did she really quit?
Goodbye.
She quit in the middle of the show last week. I was making jokes the second hour about it.
No, she left it. She always leaves at 10 o'clock, though.
Yeah, but she typed in she's not coming back.
Yeah, she said she wasn't coming back, and lo and behold, she did not. So
she said she would record her lines for us, though. Not even recorded lines.
Yeah, we're looking for live.
We want a live announcer. This is a whole new show, man.
She did text me because she was shared it on the show notes, and she said,
"That's right.
Yeah, I'm not going to be there." I'm like, "Yeah, no."
We're the worst. It's because we made fun of the Disney food.
Probably.
She's an avid Disney food blogger, and the hate mail. You're gonna have so much material for Who Hates Tom Now next. By the way, but we should play a game. Do we have contestants?
Yes, we do. And let's bring on our contestants and introduce them. First off, right here, we have Matt on the line. Good evening, Matt.
Hello.
Matt, where are you calling in from today?
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York. All right, very good. And we thank you for playing the match game with us today. And you're going to be our first contestant up. And Tom, why don't you're better at this. Can you go over the rules a little bit for us, just in case they haven't played this before?
Why do we not have the other contestants?
Wait, oh, you want to talk to both of them right now?
Yeah, they're both playing this game.
I can do that. I can bring them on. Hey, Sam.
We've never done this. We've done this many times.
We've done this many times. New and improved. Hey, Sam, how you doing tonight?
Good evening. Very good.
Let me guess, you're calling from Chicago.
City beautiful, yep.
That is the city
No,
beautiful?
this is the city beautiful.
What?
Orlando.
That's the thing they do before the White Sox game. They have come on, the city beautiful, Chicago, Illinois.
This is the city beautiful. Do you even have a soccer team in Chicago? We have a soccer team.
They're the Fire.
They have the Fire.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, never mind then.
And they perform in front of a surpassing crowd of 12 people. Every game. It's fantastic.
Well, we had 14, so take that. All right.
Apparently we have some fans here on the staff.
Well, they're a team named after a disaster that wiped out half the city.
Oh. Was that with the cow? No, that was Boston.
No,
Boston.
that was Chicago.
You're right.
You know what's the cow?
Was it Chicago?
Is it Larry's cow?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cow.
Hi. Hi, Patrick.
Oh, hey! So
All right, let's
have
match
the
game.
audience vote now. What would be more interesting, this or Nick coloring? What? I'm not sure at this point. All right, so match game.
Yes.
Since I'm the host, no, I'm not, but I'll explain the rules anyway.
You're better at it.
Yeah, I know.
Not going to deny that.
A lot of things I'm better at. The way it works is we have this panel of 6, and you're going to try and match them. So Nick is going to give you a statement with a blank in it. You're going to fill the blank with a question you think will match the most of our illustrious panel. The most matches win. So your idea is you want to match as many of the 6 of us our answer as possible. So Nick will give you, again, a statement with a blank. Give us an answer. Try to match everybody. That's how we go. You're going to try and get to 6 first. Never really happens, but so based on that, whoever has the most matches at the end of how many questions you have for everyone?
Each person will get 2 questions.
Each person will get 2 questions. Whoever has the most matches at the end of the 2 rounds will go on to play in the super match. What we're playing for tonight from Theme Park Connection, we have more of those Haunted Mansion variant cover comic books, which are sold out.
That's cool. That's
got
a
a couple
prize.
more. So yeah, it is a good prize.
Like that. All right, so we ready to start? Here we go. We're gonna have Matt on Matt first. So this is gonna be your question, but we're gonna ask this.
Well, he gets to pick A or B.
Oh, he does. Good call. Good call. Now I'll try a little A and a B next to my 2 questions here. All right, Matt, you're up first. Would you like question A or question B?
You lose,
Matt. Matt?
You're muted.
Yep.
All right. Hey, question A or question B?
Question B.
Question B. All right. Here we go. Rivers of Light is so far behind schedule.
How
far behind
schedule
is it?
Rivers of Light is so far behind schedule that to save time and money, instead of building brand new floats to use during the show, they just repurposed the blanks.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Rivers of Light is so far behind schedule that to save time and money, instead of building brand new floats to use during the show, they just repurposed the blanks.
It's fun. You actually get to write it out.
Yeah.
It's like
So you guys gonna hold those up to the camera so everybody can see? That's pretty good. All right, so everybody has it written down? Believe?
No.
Everybody's
No.
Everybody seemed to be looking at me.
We can't see you, Nick.
Yeah, we're definitely not looking at you.
I love that Nick has a screen with everyone staring at him, but no webcam functioning, and everyone's. Don't wave to your webcam. No one can see you.
All right, so everybody good?
We're good.
All right, good. All right, Matt. So, Rivers of Light is so far behind schedule that to save time and money, instead of building brand new floats to use during the show, they just repurposed the blank.
They repurposed the electrical water pageant.
Ooh.
I actually made that joke on Twitter last night. Actually, we were standing at the monorail, and it starts up, and I started screaming, "It's Rivers of Light!" Oh, I was in a bad mood anyway.
Well, that is a good answer. Hopefully someone's got that. All right, so let's start off with we'll start off with Tom.
Oh, no one's gonna have this one, but I said the Luminaria barges. Remember that show, everybody?
No.
Yes.
No. All right, let's. Connor?
I said the Tapestry of Nations floats.
Oh, no.
Your handwriting's so bad.
I know.
There was like, why were some letters in the middle capitalized and some not? Are you writing?
I try to make it as clean as possible.
It's better than mixed coloring.
Hey. All right, Chris.
I said the Coke floats.
Oh,
oh boy! No matches. Do we have
matches.
we have sound effects?
We do. I got
There
some.
you go.
There you go. Jason.
So I was very close. I said the Spectromagic junk.
I like that Jason has the today's secret word paper from Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's like a receipt. Did Conky print that out for you, Jason?
Oh boy.
Yes.
All right, David.
All right, I said Lights of Winter.
Another good one.
That's a good one. Another match, Patrick.
I matched Jason.
What a tease.
Everyone got so excited.
That was a big letdown, man.
Yeah, Spectrum's good. I think Electro Water Pattern was probably the
That was a
definitive
good answer, too.
Good answer.
It was a really good answer, but no matches. Sorry, Matt. Let's bring on Sam now. All right. So Sam, you get our other question here. Here we go. All right, ready, panelists? Zootopia really brought out all kinds of moviegoers. In fact, when I went to see it the other day, a blank sat next to me. Zootopia. Yeah, good movie. Really brought out all kinds of moviegoers now. When I went the other day, a blank sat next to me. All right, having fun tonight. Hopefully everyone saw Zootopia. Good stuff. Excited for Jungle Book this weekend.
Got my tickets for Thursday night.
Get good reviews.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was for a while.
No, it dropped down.
What is it down to now?
I saw it at 98, but that was earlier this morning.
It's still good.
Now at 92. 92.
Anybody still writing? No? All right. All right.
Did everyone actually just put a legitimate answer?
I don't know. We'll find out. All right, Sam, we're going to bring you on here. Sam, your question. Zootopia really brought out all kinds of moviegoers. In fact, when I went to see it the other day, a blank sat next to me.
A furry.
A furry. All right, let's see if we got any matches here. We're going to start off with Chris. Chris, what did you put down?
Boom. Furry.
Ah, nice.
Wow.
All right.
Don't put that down. That's enough.
Jason.
I said a carnivore.
David, let's see if we got a match.
No, not here. Universal Fanboy.
What?
Wow.
I don't know.
All right, Patrick.
Furry!
Nice. What was that? That's a weird correct answer.
All right. Not match game, but I'll take it based on the way the rest of this show has gone.
Excellent. All right. Tom, what'd you give us here?
I said furry.
You said furry.
Ooh.
All right.
Boom.
3 matches.
That's like a record.
It could be.
Ever.
All right, Connor, can we make it 4?
I said a bear. I don't know.
A bear
I don't know.
There.
All right, well, in round 1 there, Sam, you got 3 matches.
Wow.
Very
It's going
good.
to be tough to beat if history is any indication.
Yeah.
All right.
Based on the 400 other games we've played where no one scored that high. Yeah.
After like 4 rounds.
Yeah, that's true. We played a lot more rounds.
That is good. The history of the game. All right, so it's 3-0, and Sam, it's your turn to pick us a question. Would you like in the second round here? Would you like question A or question B?
A's been good to me.
A has been good to you, so let's go with it. All right, here we go. Panelists, the question here is, Soaring Around the World is coming soon to Disney parks a little bit later this year. You know, I heard when guests virtually fly over Shanghai, they will see blank.
So me, Tom, and Patrick don't play, correct?
Yes, it's because you got matches on Sam, correct.
Well, we could still write answers, they just don't count. I'm going to still write an answer.
All right, so the question again, Soaring Around the World, coming soon to Disney parks a little bit later this year. I heard when guests virtually fly over Shanghai, they will see blank. Look at that match cam. Is that always there?
No.
I just
like
put
it.
it there.
Good stuff.
Jason knows technology.
Sort of.
That's from the 80s version of Match Game.
Well, hey,
We're doing
this
the
is
70s version.
This is the 10s version.
All right, anybody still writing?
Nope.
Nope. Doesn't look like it. All right, here we go. All right, Sam, what do you think? Soaring Around the World coming to Disney parks later this year. I heard when guests virtually fly over Shanghai, they will see blank.
Disney stockholders panicking.
Good answer.
That is a good answer. Disney stockholders. All right, well, let's see if we got any matches. Let's start with Jason.
Oh, I gotta go back. I said
Don't do that. Just leave it.
nothing due to the smog.
No match there. Let's see if we get one out of David.
See, Chris would have said smog also.
I said construction vehicles.
Construction vehicles. All right, and Connor. Connor, what'd you have?
I said Panda Express.
For the record,
yeah.
I said,
What you got?
you can put me up. I said Bob Iger sweating, and then I drew two sweating.
I think that would have been a match.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. All right, Chris, what'd you got? Did you put that one?
I had Smog.
Smog. And Patrick?
Patrick, what'd you have?
I had Smaug the dragon. Then I tried to try a dragon.
No. You drew the dragon.
All right, no matches there, Sam. But,
Someone in the chat said I wrote Michelle Wargo because that's how far away Nick scared her.
Good answer.
That's fantastic. He gave them a point.
Love it.
The chat is now in second place.
All right, well, here we go, Matt. You need 3 matches here. Tough hill to climb, but if anyone can do it, I know Matt can. All right, so here we go. Here is Matt's question, panelists. As WDWNT reported, Tower of Terror...
How did they report it?
WDWNT reported it so well. Tower of Terror Hollywood Studios will have a bar built in the gift shop area. I for one, am excited. I can't wait to buy a drink in a blank-shaped souvenir cup. As reported by WDWNT, Tower of Terror Hollywood Studios will have a bar built in the gift shop area. I, for one, very, very excited. I can't wait to buy a drink in a blank-shaped souvenir cup. Excited for some drinks. Excited for new cups. Good stuff there. And does everybody have their answer in? It looks like everybody's done writing. All right. All right, here we go. All right, Matt, let's see if we can do it. As WWNT reported, Tower of Terror Hollywood Studios will have a bar built in the gift shop area. I can't wait to buy a drink in a blank-shaped souvenir cup.
This is a tough one. I'll go with suitcase.
Suitcase. Reasonable. I like it. Let's see if we can find you a match out of here. Let's start with Patrick.
I said elevator.
Elevator.
That probably would have been the definitive answer, yeah.
All right. Can't get a match there. Tom?
Because Nick read the question, I wrote a little girl. What? There's the girl in the elevator.
I almost went with little girl.
What? I don't know what that's insinuating, but it's probably not good. Oh. Wow.
Nick's so offended.
I wish we had a
It's too bad we can't get Nick on video.
I know.
I'm more shocked that you know that.
How offended is he?
Very.
All right, Connor.
I said a bellhop cap.
Yeah?
That's a good one.
No match, though. Let's see. You need 3 straight matches here. Let's see if we got it. Chris?
I almost wrote elevator shaft because you know why. But I went with bellhop hat instead.
Oh,
Hey!
All right, Jason?
I went with lightning.
Lightning.
So whenever
another match.
anyone says the word lightning, scream real loud.
Lightning!
Ciao.
Sorry.
So stupid.
I wish I had the Pee-wee's Playhouse sound effect. Next time. David, get him at least one match. Come on.
Sorry, but Chris, I did say elevator shaft.
And with a
What
drawing.
did you draw? Never mind.
He drew a shaft.
A shaft.
A shaft.
Oh boy.
Can you dig it? Anyway.
Wow. Sorry, Matt. No matches. Sam's going to walk away with that Haunted Mansion variant cover comic book, and they're courtesy of Theme Park Connection. Guys, thank you for playing tonight. We appreciate it. Sam, hold on the line. We'll get your info. We'll send that out to you. And Matt, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm going to go ahead and I got the phone numbers of our other contestants. I'm going to go ahead and get them on the line. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that wonderful place, Theme Park Connection?
Well, Theme Park Connection is right near OBT. Anyway, Theme Park Connection is a wonderful, wonderful store, which you don't even have to come to Orlando to shop at. They are available at themeparkconnection.com. You can access their online store there. They also have an eBay store, which is wonderful as well, and has hundreds of great items for auction each and every week. And as well, you can visit them in Florida if you want to. They're located right near the Florida Mall. It is a giant 16,000 square foot warehouse. Really, really wonderful. If you're a Disney fan, you are sure to find something in your budget and to your liking. Their Theme Park Connection. Again, visit them online at themeparkconnection.com. They buy, sell, and trade Disney and pop culture collectibles. Nick's still working on the line. I want to get a quick review while Nick's setting that up. Chris and Connor, you've both been to California Food and Wine. What do you think?
It's good. Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, it's a step up from where it was 6 years ago when I left. I think. If you're going for a Epcot Food and Wine experience, it's much more minimal compared to that. But I think this is just a test year to see what sort of demand there is, and I think the demand is high. So I think in the years to come, we're going to see a much closer to Epcot sort of experience because there's a lot of room for them to expand. My wife and I were very pleased with the selection of food and wine that was available. A lot of good stuff, and we're ready to go back. So I think it's going to be back to stay for many more weekends and much bigger.
Good. Yeah, I hope so. I like what I saw, and I like the stuff they're doing at the counter service. Each counter service has a specialty item too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, we got old favorites back, like the mini bread bowl with the cheddar cheese soup, which has always been a favorite of the California Festival.
You've been yelling about that bread bowl.
I know. I love it so much. I missed it. I missed it from day one when they announced we weren't doing them anymore. But the food, everything I had was really good. Nothing really threw me the wrong way. So I'm really pleased. I hope it's here to stay for years to come.
I think it is. Anyway, Nick, are we ready to roll with the?
We sure are doing super match.
There's no time. We're running.
Yeah, we really are.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know. No super match. Yeah.
Super match.
Next time.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's bring our two contestants. First of all, we do have John calling in. John, good evening.
Hey, guys.
Hey, John, where are you calling from?
Fort Myers, Florida.
Fort Myers, Florida. Nice. Did you go to any spring training baseball games down there?
I haven't made any yet. No.
No, I love going down to Fort Myers for some games. It's a lot of fun. But so welcome to the show. We appreciate you playing Match Game with us tonight. We also have fan favorite contestant Gabe on the line as well. So we have two Florida contestants here, two South Florida contestants.
So they'll get all the OBT jokes.
They will. They will.
We couldn't even get a female contestant. This is.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Nope, Nick scared them all away.
All right, we're gonna bring John on first to play. So John, do you know the rules?
Yeah, I was just listening to the last round.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. All right, so you're going to be up first. You're going to pick question A or question B?
B, please.
All right, question B. Here we go. You guys know there's a Run Disney event this weekend. Star Wars.
I'm not allowed to say what I call them.
Star Wars Marathon. You know those Run Disney. Those Run Disney event participants, they're a strange bunch.
How strange are they?
They're so strange. You know, they keep their medals on for so long. I hear they even.
Start the question over because everyone interrupted you 47 times.
I know.
How many times did we interrupt them?
All right, here we go. Reset. God. All right, those Run Disney event participants, they're a strange bunch. They always keep their medals on for so long. I hear they even wore them to blank. Run Disney event participants, crazy bunch. I'm one of them. I think I'm one of the saner ones, right, Tom? Maybe?
Yeah.
They always, you say that now. They always keep their medals on for so long. I hear they even wore them to blank.
It's cool, Nick. I joined the club too.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's weird.
I think I still have my medals on from 3 years ago.
Okay, that's weird.
All right, guys. Anyone else still writing?
I'm almost done.
You're almost done. Oh.
All right, I'm good.
Tom's writing a little novella there.
It's a big one. Yeah.
It is. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do for John here. John, those Run Disney event participants, really strange bunch. They always keep their medals on for so long. Here, they even wore them to blank.
I'm going to go with the Avatar soft opening.
I like that.
That's a good answer.
It's a really good answer.
I didn't think of it.
All right, guys. So we're going to start things off. Let's start with Chris this time. Chris, let's see if we got a match.
I kept it simple, and I might have or might not have, but I wore him to bed.
The bed.
That's what I thought was going to be the easy answer. Yeah.
I did my first one 5 years ago. Wore it to
bed. Did you really?
Well, okay. I wore it while I got into bed, and I took it off and put it next to my pillow.
So you slept with your medal.
You slept with it.
I slept with my medal. I did a half
and
marathon.
then a toaster. Anyway,
I was really excited. All right, Jason.
So I said the shower.
I thought shower.
Yeah, didn't do that. I did wear it to work the next day.
Oh,
all right.
Man.
All right, David.
So I know what those races cost, so they wore it to Disney After Dark.
Not a match. All right, Patrick.
I went with the old 70s standby make whoopee.
Clang, 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 clang.
Especially if you both have them on and you both did the challenges.
All right.
Oh man.
Okay.
Tom,
clang, clang.
you know the kids' races are rubber. Tom.
Oh boy. You
Wow.
know, based on what we do on this show on a weekly basis, I said the opening of Pandora, the world of Avatar.
Yeah! Good job.
Match.
Good job. That is a match. Let's see if we get you 2 matches, Connor.
I did match Chris.
It's like my son. It's like he's my son.
That's the medal. That's the bed.
A medal. Let's clarify that's a medal. It's around his neck.
Oh boy.
This is such a bad idea. All right.
The video or the show or match game? Me?
Everything. I meant starting the website.
All
but
right,
anyway.
Start with video. Start with video.
Let's bring Gabe on. Gabe, all right, here is your match game question. Here you go, panelists. Disney, they're now offering preferred parking. You know, for an extra $15, you can park closer to the entrance. Next thing you know, they will be charging guests to use the preferred blank.
Adventureland.
No. Gotta wait for the panelists. Disney is now offering preferred parking. For an extra $15, you can park closer to the entrance. Next thing you know, they'll be charging guests to use the preferred blank. Let's see. I wonder where Gabe's mind was going with that. We may never know.
I know where mine went, and it can't be on radio.
That's what I'm afraid of. All right. Looks like Tom's still writing. Good. Connor, good. Everybody good.
Leaking
All right.
all over my.
All right. Here we go. All right, Gabe. Now we could hear your answer. Next thing you know, they'll be charging guests to use the preferred blank.
Okay, so in true old episode of WDWNT fashion, I had to go with an inside joke that I still don't understand. The Adventureland companion restroom.
Okay.
Wow.
No, it's
Yeah,
always
that's
good to go.
an old one.
It's good to go with the inside jokes because a lot of times they use them. Let's see if anyone came up with that here. We're gonna start off with Jason.
Well, I said the toilets.
Yeah,
match,
we're giving
yeah.
it. We're giving
There
it.
you go.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if we got more. David.
I said the preferred metal detectors.
Oh, nice. Patrick.
I went with potty.
Yeah.
Woo!
Very good. Tom.
Sometimes it's a good idea to go with the inside jokes because I like to beat those to death. So I said the companion. So let me explain.
Game those, Tom.
I used to go use the companion restrooms if no one was in them. So everybody thought it was so funny. I don't even use them anymore because everybody was such a jerk about it. But anyway.
That's three matches.
Tom's feelings.
Connor.
I said restroom.
Nice. 4.
That must be a WDWNT record. No one's matched like more than 2 ever. On
Might be. Let's see if we can go for 5. Chris.
I mean, I wish I would have said Adventureland companion restroom to make it 5, but I just said restroom.
We're giving it. We're giving it.
Anyway.
It is 5. Very good, Gabe.
Oh my gosh.
That's a record because I don't think we've ever even had 5 panelists on the match game.
We've never even
Someone
had
call
listeners.
Call 911. He might be having a stroke. So I mean, this is amazing.
It's more than our combined total ever.
That's true.
That is good stuff. All right, Gabe, let's see if you could add to that total. Choose from question A or B.
I'm going to stick with A.
All right, A. Here we go, panelists. The new tag shop at Disney Springs is great. They have all the park-themed travel accessories a Disney fan could want. You know, I think the most unique item is the blank-themed travel electric toothbrush. The tag shop, wonderful place. They have a lot of travel accessories, anything the Disney fan could want. But I think that most unique item is definitely the blank-themed travel electric toothbrush. Use that puppy anywhere. Planes, trains.
Does only David counts in this round, right?
What's that? Oh, yeah, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
But the rest of us can write answers.
David's the only one who actually counts. And David, do you have your answer?
I do.
All right, good. All right, let's see if we can give Gabe 6. That would be insane. That would be insanity. All right, Gabe, what are you going with? The most unique item there in tag is the blank-themed travel electric toothbrush.
I'm going to say the Tom Staggs themed toothbrush.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm sorry, Gabe. You were much more creative. I said the Zootopia toothbrush.
Zootopia.
I knew you were fond of Disney executives, so I was thinking
That was a good guess.
So you're saying we're
Staggs.
saying we're fond enough we want Tom
I
Staggs in our
think the
mouth?
joke was because Tom Staggs has a gap in his teeth.
Mm.
But anyway. I'm going to show mine anyway. I
Yeah.
said, food rocks! High five!
That is a good toothbrush. Did everybody else write one, Connor?
Well, first I want to show a tab. Tom Staggs toothbrush looks like this. There it is. But I guess little girl.
Oh my!
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Did anyone else actually write one?
I did. I wrote a contemporary themed toothbrush. I'm not really sure why.
And
Toothbrush shaped.
What's Chris got? I can't see Chris's. Magic band, app, paper vest. Wow. Patrick, what's Patrick got?
I have tried.
Tron or John Carter? Tron Carter. Oh boy. Anyway.
Oh boy. All right. All right. All right. So John needs 5. John needs 5 here.
All right, let's
Might
see
be
what we
insurmountable. We'll see. All right, panelists. Here we go. I hope everyone here has seen Star Wars: Force Awakens by now. You know, at the end of the film, Rey finds Luke Skywalker. Spoiler alert there. You know, I heard they actually shot some alternate endings as well, including one where Rey gives Luke a blank instead of a lightsaber.
Wow. Let's see. I can't write the first 3 things that came to mind.
I mean, I
Great
can.
ending. Great ending to Force Awakens. Some alternate endings that were shot that you guys may never see. I don't know. They weren't on the Blu-ray. I heard there was one where Rey gives Luke a blank instead of a lightsaber. All right. Where will our panelists go with this one? We need 5 matches, guys. See if we can help out John here get his Haunted Mansion variant cover comic book. Tom's still writing there. Sounds good. Sounds good. Everybody seems to be looking up. All right. Here we go. All right, John. This is a big one. This is a big one. So deleted scenes, including one where Rey gives Luke a blank instead of a lightsaber.
Only thing I could think is maybe some Disney stock certificates.
Disney stock certificates. All right.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Certainly does. All right.
The Magic Kingdom cards.
Stock certificates. Let's see if we got any matches. David, we'll go with you first.
Not a good start. I said paternity test.
Patrick, what you got?
I went with Tic Tac.
Why did she give him a Tic Tac?
Tom, what you got for us?
Well, not the lightsaber, but the other thing that was with it. She gave him the hand.
The hand.
Where's his hand? There was a hand with it. Did you bring it?
Connor?
I said an Ewok, just because it was a funny image in my head.
Love it. All right, Chris.
I said a wet willy.
Willie.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Also
there.
something you can get on OBT.
Jason, let's get him at least one match.
I decided to reuse an answer I already had because I know he really needs one, and that is a shower.
No, plus he ran out of paper. Let's be honest. All right, well, Gabe, you crushed it here. 5 matches. No one could beat that. So you'll get the Haunted Mansion variant cover comic book courtesy of Theme Park Connection. John, thank you for playing. Definitely call us anytime to play more games here on WDW News Tonight. Guys, we just got a couple minutes left. I want to thank the panel. Guys, thank you for being with us tonight. Appreciate it. Good job, everyone. All
And
right.
Jason turned into Theme Park Connection.
That's good stuff. Oh, Tom, another wonderful show in the book. So
I do. I want to come back after we go off and talk about what is it? Bill? What's his name? Bill Davis.
Oh yeah.
We got something crazy to talk about when we come back, but I guess we gotta end the radio.
Yeah, we only got about a minute and a half here, but
minute and a half.
So this weekend, like I said, I'll be doing another Run Disney event. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait for the Star Wars event. It'll be the inaugural Star Wars half marathon here. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I'll be out there and then run through the parks and doing that again.
Jungle Book this week. I'm excited about Jungle Book.
Book, man.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow night.
Yeah, that looks absolutely spectacular. I think I'll go. I don't think I told you after I ran the marathon this past January. You know what I did after the marathon? I went to go see Star Wars Force Awakens. That's what they
you
did
told
after
me.
I ran the marathon. So I think after
you sat there with your medal.
So I think maybe this will be a tradition now. Yes, I did sit in the theater with my. No, okay. I actually didn't wear my medal into the theater. I thought that was a little much. And I'm over it now. No, look, when you first start doing this, you'll wear your medals. I'm telling you, Tom, you'll wear your medals the first 1 or 2 times you do this.
Maybe like through the park a little bit after, but not like a full week later.
I do, a little bit. All right, WDWNT.com. You can head there to read more about a lot of the stuff we talked about tonight. Follow us at WDWNT on Twitter as well.
And remember, kids, the next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the themed bar.
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
This hour from townhall.com, I'm Roger Oxford. President Obama says.
And we're back in overtime. Nick, we haven't had Who Hates Tom Now the last couple weeks because you haven't been able to find anything, but you were looking at our Facebook trying to find things that people were mad about. So instead this week it's going to be called Who Does Billy Hate Now?
Apparently there's this guy that likes to. I never noticed him before, but maybe he.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Maybe he wasn't screaming in all caps until this week. Every post he had, all caps, screaming at the top of his lungs. His name is. We're calling him out here Billy Davis. Billy Davis.
If you go on our
is his
Facebook,
name.
you're going to see it under like every story.
You will see him all over the place. And so I guess what we're doing here, instead of Who Hates Tom Now, we're doing Who Does Billy Hate Now?
Or Who Hates Billy? He is pretty hated.
He does. So you and I are going to, I guess, recreate a little bit of the Facebook.
Dramatic reading of the Facebook comment.
Yes. So here we go. We're going to start with Billy Davis.
Are you Billy Davis?
I'll be Billy Davis.
Okay, I'll be Tom?
Yeah, these are all
you wrote it just with my name.
Your lines. Yes.
I'll be Tom.
It was many different people that interacted with Billy Davis on his name. Wow, Disney, what kind of BS is that? Oh, yeah, this generation of Disney is destroying everything it touches. Star Wars movie was just a remake of 4 and 5.
What was this a comment under?
The Tower of Terror.
This was under the bar?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Dude, chill. It's not that serious. You don't like it, you don't go.
Dude, have you been watching the actions of Disney lately? My family used to go every 2 years. We owned lots of stock. Chill.
Billy, you are ridiculous. Do us all a favor. Stop going to Disney and shut it.
What, so you don't like freedom of speech? Well, blank off with, that will not happen, little Hitler.
Why are you yelling?
Why do you care?
That's not how freedom of speech works. Somebody had to point that out.
Hey, George, how does it work?
And then George responded with memes, which I will now show you in
Good old George. Sanford and Sons. You can't go wrong with Sanford and Sons. I don't even know what that bottom guy is.
I'm not interested in any kind of whatchamacallit. Adam Sandler movie. I can't even think of which one.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not interested in any kind of reply you'll make telling me how stupid I am because you've already proven yourself to be an irrational yeller who just wants to be right.
Mommy say you were smart? Good luck with that.
What a weird dude is the last comment. So what? So this is like he's commented under like everything negatively, and he like gets in arguments with people. So what I suggested in classic Tom Corless fashion, because I just like to stir up garbage. I want to get him on the show.
Definitely.
I want to get him on the phone on this show. Like I want to interview this man.
In studio. Get him in
And
studio.
I want people to call in. I want to have this open forum with Billy Davis. So if he doesn't listen to this, Billy, we want you on the show. But if not, I'm going to go out through Facebook and contact him anyway. We're going to get him on the show because this is I think it'd be a really interesting, if not psychotic, fun time.
Oh yeah.
And I think we should do it.
Ramblings of a madman.
Well, no, but I think, honestly, if you read not just the comments on our site, I think, to bring up the Disney food blog again, and Josh brought this up to me this weekend, when they had the post about Seashore Suites closing at a boardwalk, someone commented something to the extent of, but where will we engage in family-based treats?
What?
Where will we engage in family-based treats?
That's amazing.
What is family-based? There is so much psychosis.
Wow.
Opposed to all those adult
community.
treats throughout Disney property.
Yeah, we should see, let's talk to somebody. Let's see, because I can somewhat relate to people who come across crazy on Twitter and Facebook, but maybe aren't so crazy in person. There's something about me that can relate to that. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe this guy isn't. Maybe he's just passionate. So I want to find out. I want to find out just who this guy is. I want to actually get him on the phone next week or on a future show. We're gonna try and make this happen. What's going on with the people from Love Connection, or whatever the hell that game was? What did we do?
Oh yeah, we have to have
Dating
to meet
game?
up.
We're
That's
supposed
right.
to put those people on a date.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
we should-
one's out of town. Remember, so he was coming.
Oh, okay.
I think he was coming in the summertime.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll still get that done.
Yeah. No, I want to do that.
Yeah.
What are we doing next week? So next week we're going to have our Beastly Kingdom.
That'd be fun.
And we never came up with a discussion. Something related to animals. I'd like to do. Oh, let's see. A guy acts like a blank, and you want him on the show. Meanwhile, I never see anyone get a single question answered on any platform that WDWNT posts on.
Really?
I don't know what that means.
Somebody's angry at Tom now.
You answer people all the time.
See, now you've got somebody
There we
angry
go.
at Tom. as
I like
usual.
it. Was that
That's
racist?
Billy. He's just confused.
Is it Billy? Maybe it is.
He's
No,
confused.
seriously though, if you have something you'd like me to address, go for it. I think we're a fairly open organization. I think we reply to people. We don't.
You reply to actual questions. You don't reply to people just.
I don't
being
reply to
weird.
people being psychotic. No.
No.
I mean, but any real questions or concerns people have or opinions.
People ask stuff on Twitter all the time, and you reply to them.
Yeah, they're probably talking about. I don't necessarily comment under posts. I usually let people. air
Other
their
people comment.
opinions.
But
I
if
let
people
air
send
their
a
opinions.
straightforward question,
Yeah, no, we try to help people to the best of our ability. We it's kind of somewhat what we're here for, other than making, asses of ourselves.
I totally forgot to use the match questions from the children's
Oh, you
book.
did. Next time.
Next time we'll do it. There's really good ones in here.
Nick coloring. It's one of the stupidest. So that person has not commented anymore beneath. I'd be happy before we go off the air right here. If you have a grievance, please.
Oh, that'd
Air
be a
your
great
grievances?
segment.
You have the phone line open?
Yeah.
407-774-8255. Call in. We'll have a conversation.
Air your grievances with Tom.
Yeah, go for it.
Who hates Tom now? Now.
Live?
Right now.
We'll find someone live to hate me. We'll give them a minute. I want to see if they actually call in. Let's see what happens.
In the meantime, be aware, it's a blank out there. Circus, flat tail, zoo, hot day, or jungle.
Jungle.
Not the zoo.
It's like 4 out.
Not the zoo.
So, by the way, I was at Animal Kingdom Lodge picking up the car from valet, and while we were waiting, the guy's like, "Hey, do you want these coloring books?" And I, of course, said yes, because they were coloring books, and they were free. He also gave me a bunch of stickers, which we used, I guess, tonight. Someone said they won't call. I think you're probably right. But they haven't even responded since then. So.
Well, and they're also anonymous in the chat, so we don't even know who they are.
So I was just looking through my match game answers, and I'm traveling for business, so I'm in a hotel, and now I'm scared to leave these in the trash can for the housekeeping.
It'd be fun to play Mad Libs with our match game answers. Should write some Disney Mad Libs. Oh, you fill in the blank?
I suppose. Connor's Rabbit.
Ewok.
Whatever.
It's an Ewok.
Rabbit.
You know what? No.
Right.
I like how. Thank you, everybody in the chat who's calling out this person who won't call and talk.
Yeah, no one's calling in.
I spelled call wrong.
No justice like mob justice.
Somebody thought they were calling out Lou Mangello. Oh wait, I did that. So yeah, they're clearly not going to call. So anyway, thank you everyone who tuned in tonight. We appreciate it as always. Any feedback you have on the show, positive or negative, please let us know. The show is still a work in progress. We're still trying to figure things out and see what we're doing with this thing. So it's always
We don't know what we're doing.
Also, as well, any feedback, those of you who have been listening to the podcast on the last 2 shows, because we're going to hire people who tried out. So if you have any feedback on anybody, yes, call on the telephone. 407-774-8255. Come on down.
Is it a grievance?
I don't know what they're calling about.
Guy again.
Have the telephone ready.
Is it the grievance guy?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know who it is.
We're not in the airwaves anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
Yes, call on the telephone.
On the video, though.
Tom, 407-774-8255.
Yeah, there you go. No, Jason, you put the wrong number in.
Oh, 774. Yeah, never mind what I wrote.
Don't
call that other person.
Put in.
You know what?
I would really like to get the new meat on an episode of Around the Hub.
But I hope you're talking about the people.
The new podcast.
Are we talking about that little girl?
But yeah, if you listen to the last 2 podcasts, we are going to hire some people from the last 2 tryouts. So please, someone said Price is Right. No, not Price is Right next week. Something Animal Kingdom related. Nick, you want to do your choose an ending thing next week?
I can try. Yeah,
do you want to?
Yeah, let me look.
Am I going to put you to that for next week?
Let me see if I can do that. Okay. Yeah, it takes a little while to write.
Animal Kingdom related adventure.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Let me pull up my notes from the last one I did. I think it was a good time. I think people enjoyed it.
Tom, do you know where Estero, Florida is?
No, I have no idea.
Because that's where the anonymous guy is from.
Why are you stalking the anonymous?
I'm not. I'm just learning what we can learn about the guy.
They're going to call. Nick, watch that phone line.
I am.
Come on, anonymous. You're keeping us from going to bed here. So let's have it if we're gonna have it.
Oh, it's up by Tampa.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh no, actually, sorry. It's just south of Fort Myers, actually. Wow.
The hate line is open.
Hopefully that wasn't our Fort Myers contestant.
I somehow don't think so.
Is that because he lost to Gabe?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm giving you 2 minutes to complete this phone call.
Yeah, it's not happening. Did they ask for the number?
They did.
Oh.
Yes, we're going to see.
I'm trying to find more Billy Davis posts.
Maybe they're a avid Disney food blog reader.
I am a fan of the food blog. I've had AJ on the show before.
She's very nice, but I'm sorry. I'm not letting it slide. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows me by this point. You knew I was going to talk about it, so it is what it is.
I mean, that's really that's a conflict of interest, and she should have
it's a huge
declined that.
conflict. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, as an independent reviewer, she should not be doing things that appear to be a conflict of interest.
Which, as Nick or whoever said, press credentials are the opposite of that. They are, given to you as an opportunity to review something, but opposed to accepting an invitation to be essentially endorsed by the company. Yeah.
So, does she have press credentials or not?
I have no idea. Nick, do we have a call? No. All right, I'm giving them till 11:15. They got 2 minutes, and we're going off the air. So.
Because if she's got press credentials, then there's no way she should be publicly speaking. Then there's no way that's a conflict of interest for Disney to invite her there.
It is. I just think it's odd. It's a really odd situation. And I'm not being petty. I don't care. I don't want to present on a stage at California Adventure, and I don't think anybody who's an independent reviewer should be.
But could Disney really not find?
As a guest, did any guest actually really care about this? Like, I'm sure some of her supporters showed up, which is nice.
Right. But could Disney really not find, professional chefs in California to talk about things? Like, is that the best they could do?
Yeah. Nick just passed me an Admiral Akbar action figure.
Nice.
Look, he can even, talk. Flavor of that magnitude. A small thermal exhaust ball. Anyway, I'm gonna have too much fun with this.
I mean, Jason, I think the answer to your question is it's part of Disney's always misguided social media outreach program.
Well,
the public. I love the Disney company to death. The public relations department, and not just because I'm media is a disaster. It's terrible. They have no idea what they're doing whatsoever. And it's a shame because the rest of the company, I really love the rest of the company. I love the creative side of the company, but the PR side of the company is horrendous.
It's a mess.
Absolutely horrendous. So, and here was me in real life when I found out that the Disney food blog was presenting at California Food and Wine. That was my reaction. Like, what? Anyway. Oh, Nick's got someone on the line.
No way.
No, this is happening. This is happening live right now. This is News Tonight. What's going on, Nick?
All right, we do have John. It is the same John that was playing the game. Right. So John, you want to air some grievances with Tom?
No, I don't really want to complain. I don't want to hate on it, you guys. I mean,
we don't have to hate, no. But I'd like if there's something that you think we could be doing better or whatever. Honestly, I'm open to hearing about it. Like, I'm not looking for an argument. I honestly would just like to know exactly what you mean by that.
Well, I've followed you guys for a while. It's been a couple of years, and I've tried to interact on a couple of different platforms, and I've just been frustrated because it seems like I'll post something or ask a question, and it's not trying to be smart aleck or not trying to get attention for myself, just trying to get a two-way dialogue going, and it just seems like
What avenues are you having problems? Which way are you trying to communicate?
I've done a little bit on Twitter, a little bit on Facebook. You used to have this one thing, I forget what it was called, but it was
Form Spring?
That might have been it. Yeah. I haven't been on that in a while. That one I actually would get questions answered.
Yeah, I mean, Form Spring's was easier to follow because they were all questions, so you knew you had to reply to all of them. In regards to Twitter, it may just be a case of it getting lost in the shuffle. I mean, we do have 60-something thousand followers on there, so the @mentions and stuff do get kind of cluttered fairly quickly.
And the other part is, I hear the guys on the air, and they seem like, all cool guys, Jason Diffendahl and everybody, and it just never seems like they pop up when anybody writes anything. It's it's like the users kind of talking amongst themselves, and I just kind of was hoping there'd be more interaction from, the fellas from the show.
You mean in the chat, live during the show?
No, like if somebody's, posting on Facebook and asking something.
Yeah, I think he means like social media.
Okay.
Yeah, or comments under the blog posts and stuff like that. It's a valid argument.
Yeah, we certainly, I think we spend more time on Twitter than Facebook. That's certainly the case.
You guys used to have forums, right?
We
did many years ago. Yeah.
I am very interactive on Twitter. So at HacklessAl, I might not point you in the right direction, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, but I think he makes a valid point that if there's interaction happening under WDWNT, someone from WDWNT probably should be.
Yeah. And that's.
I stop myself a lot from commenting on Facebook stuff because I don't want to be like jerky to the listeners.
I think Facebook certainly probably could use some more attention from us. I would agree with John in that case. That I think we don't really spend a lot of time on Facebook. We kind of post things and then that's kind of where it goes.
Maybe we should hire someone to manage social media.
I think that's the thing. Yeah.
Sure, that's a good idea.
It's too hard. It's really hard. I mean, I know this from
just
experience.
Such a
it's
volume.
so hard to to follow and see all those comments, and that's not an excuse. But I will say that we were kind of hoping, I think, that something like this would be the forum where you can interact with us at least for one night a week. We're all here. That you can reach us and interact with us on certain topics. I think what might be an interesting thing, Tom, based on this feedback, because probably other people have this, is that maybe we announce it and make it kind of official. We usually do these after shows. Maybe we promote these after shows as a more informal place where people can call and chat. Because during the show, we're a little structured, and I think people, even if they want to comment on something, by the time they hear it and call in, a lot of times too late. So maybe we have kind of an interaction.
Or maybe I think it might be a more reasonable time frame for people. Maybe we did it as sort of a pre-show thing. Sometime between that 8 and 9 hour. I know we're usually doing prep, but maybe we could be better about having the show prepped. I think it's still valid.
Joke? Was that?
It's still valid. Yeah, it's still valid that we should interact more on Facebook.
I think so. And I mean, I do, during WWNT, the radio show, when it was sort of less structured, I think we did pay attention to the chat box a little more. We would look at, and I know, certainly during the 60-hour show, when we would see what people are writing in the chat and discuss it. So maybe we just need a segment, like you said, of some dedicated time, either before or after the show or whatever, that people can come on and we can actually, talk about things that people are putting in the chat.
I'll go to the web page and I'll see all these different links to all these platforms, and I'll just be frustrated sometimes. It's you've got all these outlets set up, and sometimes it just feels like it's hard to get through.
No, it's a valid point. I appreciate you taking the time to bring it up with us. No, I think it's.
And I understand, people have lives, people have families, people have jobs. I'm not saying pay attention to me. It's just, it'd be nice to get to know everyone better, and maybe even one day bump into you in the park and buy you a drink or something.
I'm all for that one.
No, I think that's true. I think and while it's obviously this is a volunteer thing, we're not at the point where we have anyone getting paid for this or anything, so we do all have day jobs that are fairly time consuming, and we do try to fit this in between.
Wives. Ugh.
Some of us got out of that problem. No, I think we do try to, we try to be a viable source, and we have all those avenues, and we should be taking care of them and addressing them and curating them and interacting. No, I think it's a valid argument, and we'll talk about it. We'll have a meeting the next week or so. We'll talk about that for sure.
Well, I appreciate you giving me the chance to say it.
No, absolutely, because if it's
Thanks
something
for calling.
you might be the only person willing to say it, and I'm sure there's other people that possibly feel the very same way. So it's it's helpful. We love feedback. Feedback of any kind is wonderful.
And I was the guy that played earlier, but I wasn't mad about that. I enjoyed it.
Nick was full of it.
I hope you're not creeped out by the fact that we figured out where you live.
But Nick, can we take his information? I want to send him a prize, not only for playing, but also for because not a lot of people have the
takes guts to do to call it.
Absolutely, man.
I really appreciate that. So we'll send you something on behalf of Theme Park Connection for give us and as apology for us not correctly.
Oh no,
we should no, but I want to do it. No, because I feel bad. I do legitimately feel bad because the people that come and visit the website are what are the reason we're all sitting here right now. So I'd like to make them feel like they're appreciated. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, really.
Thanks, Sean.
So Nick's going to take his information. But there you go.
Any and all feedback.
Yeah, and I know Tom can sometimes be scary to some people because everyone thinks I'm mean and terrible, but I think I'm a fairly level-headed person.
Well, he's mean and terrible, but you're on the phone. He can't really get you.
I can't get you. What do you mean by get you? What am I going to do?
I don't
not
know.
the boogeyman.
I don't know.
Tom Corless is going to get you. Yeah, everyone's sitting in fear. Like, he's coming. Look out. So Nick's taking his information. But yeah, please, like everybody, that's for everybody listening. Whether I know there's many of you not listening live, so you can't interact with the chat or anything. Email is wdwnewstoday@gmail.com. And you can tweet at us. Hopefully we'll see it. We'll try our best. And Facebook, I don't know about Facebook. We need to take better care of Facebook.
Yeah.
So we'll work on it. Yeah, it's one of those things that no one's really manning because we don't really have the manpower to particularly staff that position. But we'll work on it. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so look, we're being productive here in overtime on News Tonight. Nick's packing up, which means I should probably put this thing to bed so Nick can go to bed at some point.
Real quick before I go, can I have a video real quick just to show someone, just so everybody. This is Tom Stagg's toothbrush right here.
Did you even make a toothbrush?
Oh my lord!
Toothbrush just to do this joke.
I had it sitting on my desk, and I don't know why it was there. It's like the free one they give you at the dentist. So I was like,
you had the Tom Stagg's toothbrush sitting on your desk, or you made that out of a toothbrush?
No, this is Tom Stagg's toothbrush. This is his.
And it was on your desk.
This is what Connor's been doing for the last.
He's having a garage of all the crap in his office. I thought I'd run down and I grabbed the toothbrush. There it is.
Excellent.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed so I get up early and get you pictures of Disney Springs tomorrow.
Why are you going to Disney Springs?
I'll be 800 feet above it.
Oh, that's right. Going over studios tomorrow?
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Those photos maybe got a lot of traffic. But anyway. All right, well, everybody, I want to thank you all for tuning in. And even those of you who didn't tune in live, thank you for listening. We always appreciate it. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you, panel. And we will see you next week for some Animal Kingdom-related things.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.